That rhymes. That rhymes. That rhymes. That rhymes. Thought crimes. Thought crimes.
Like Babylon and generation P8 with clean sense, uncommon, can you see straight? Freeze frames by the block in the deep state, deep fake DNA. I'm mobbing with the think tank. You on the block with the guards where the beats done. Go make a lot for a law, get your beat stung. Freeze frame, make it hard for bombers roll through. That hating energy get barbecue beef bump. You work a third every day to get the same. Yeah, we got just like the murderers and rapists that you claim. So we burn a little sage, then we raid in your spot.
Get down, nigga, get your motherfucking ass down. What that motherfucking dope at? Fuck, nigga.
Pull crime, pull crime, pull crime, slow crime, slow crime, pull crime, pull crime. Said he pull crime, pull crime, pull crime, slow crime, slow crime, pull crime, pull crime. Said he pull crime, pull crime, pull crime, slow crime, slow crime, pull crime, pull crime. Said he pull crime, pull crime, pull crime, slow crime, slow crime, pull crime. Hey, my nigga, I ain't hating, and my nigga, I ain't lazy, but I know everything that they got come from slave. So why you tryna give me
for sight. Why you tryna get me occupation? My nigga, I ain't hate. Nah, and my nigga, I ain't late. But I know homies is some cold-blooded killers. Right, that's the I be cursing.
Warning. The Federal Communications Commission has determined the following content to be emotionally harmful. Snowflakes should not view this content under any circumstances, even if supervised by a G.I. Joe, Navy SEALs, Army vet, or someone with good common sense. The views and opinions expressed, including the depictions of persons of color, corrupt politicians, white people with or without a tan, haters, who have yet to brush their teeth typing angrily in the comment section with hot breath syndrome, do not reflect any official policy or position of the U.S. government. This program contains graphic language, dark comedy, unique intelligence, creativity, a high credit score, and high blood pressure when triggered. This program has also been accused of racism, violence, misogyny, mansogyny, feminism, MGTOWism, defacement of celebrities, and of course, being a bully. Welcome to Thought Crimes.
What's up, what's up, what's up, what's up, what is up, what is up, what is up, what is up, ladies and gents, good morning, folks. How you all out there? Of course, this is your man, P Solo, and for today, joining in with us will be B-More, ladies and gentlemen. She will be making her way to the stage precisely as it stands right now. And speaking of the grand stage, oh man, you know what? Shouts out to Big Scoop. I know Scoop. He was like, "Man, wait a minute. I thought we was discussing the Kushner twins." Monday, we're gonna say that for Monday. We're gonna delve further into that. There's some other things that I do need to research thoroughly because I don't want to just get on the microphone and just start talking and not making no sense. Unless you guys think it's funny. But outside of that, ladies and gentlemen, yes, we're going to be diving into it. And also, again, we're going to tie into the late, great Prodigy. Y'all know, one of my all-time favorite rappers ever. But let's get into it, man. B-More, you're here. All right, B-More didn't pull it up. My bad. She didn't pull it up. What's up, B-More? You can talk it to the mic. This way? Yeah, you got it. Go ahead. Okay. All right. Go ahead, B-More.
Hey, y'all.
All right, hold on. There you go. Hold on, adjust B-More's mic. Boy, this sounds like Baptist church stuff going on right now. Excuse me, yes, I think I'll help her out. Excuse me. Go ahead, B-More. Now they can hear you.
Hey, y'all.
Y'all can hear B-More? Let me make sure our mic is up all the way. All right, now you can go. Yeah, okay. So, Ali G back outside. Now, a lot of people online, they like, hey, man, hold on. Can we find a Jamaican to make fun of Jewish culture, right? Do you got people, they just like for me, I just think, I've always thought, was it Sacha Baron, Cobain, whatever his name is? I honestly kind of always thought comedically he was a wash-up. All right, clearly a comedy industry plant. I'm not trying to be funny. What is this, the one-up of the Jamie Kennedy experience? And so they ran this trailer recently, I believe it's by Sony Studios, and it's called Who is Ali G? And I guess this is him coming back into the quote-unquote culture or the diaspora culture in general. So a lot of people online, they just not feeling it. Another situation that people cannot read the room. The other side of it, there's this costume. They got this little black boy out here, right? So some people have been putting up this, like, it's a minstrel show costume. That's what it looks like, right? You can find the old, renovated Jim Crow figures and illustrations. And we told y'all, like, the media in America it's always kind of just been bad popping out of the newspaper circuits. Because before we even get to some of the stuff we see in moving media, just in static media, a lot of just, tropes, cartoons, mockery of black folks. Damn near anybody that they quote unquote disagree with, specifically black folks. So this thing with Target, once again, I got to give it to Target, man. DEI. I got to give it to them. So they messed up, and so they came out with an apology. Some people have been trying to defend Target. They said, hey, there's a little white boy there, and people are like, I don't really care about that. We're going to get into that as well. And then lastly, Jay-Z and hip-hop Santa Claus, Rick Rubin, hip-hop's favorite Dusty Foot philosopher hippie. Again, I still don't understand the appeal of Rick Rubin in all the years I've grown up. I just don't get it. But it must be something in his code or whatever that he gets to just kind of look like the way he does and move around in the spaces he does. But Jay-Z is supposed to have, what is it called? Jay-Z in 8. And basically they kind of just revisiting his old material, the Black Album, maybe the Blueprint, the Black Album, maybe a few songs from Reasonable Doubt. So, we talked about kind of like this campaign right now where Jay-Z's trying to find his footing with social media and trying to show his cultural cachet, but it's not coming across as charismatic as, DMX or Tupac, things that, kind of the MJs of his era, too, to be honest with you. And then the other side of it is what's been going on with the accuser now. The information that's been put out on the internet, and I've been reading into it, and I'll read some more into it a little bit later on the back end of the show, is that the lady's lawsuit was dismissed, not because they found that she was lying, but what they said, particularly with the judge, is that you need to amend this complaint. It's actually running over, and they want her to be more specific. So despite, people going online having their rock wars, pro-rock war, anti-rock war, when you really find out, the crux of the situation is that it was a technicality in the formatting of the lawsuit in itself. So that kind of, I'm going to be honest with you, that kind of changes the perspective of it versus, somebody free all day like OJ. So that's a different situation, and that has what has been branded moving forward concerning Jay-Z and Roc Nation. So, B-More, we're going to get right into it. B-More pulled up, man. What you want to get into? Because I know you never mess with all these. You're a big comedy fan yourself. Mm-hmm. That whole era of like the Jamie Kennedy Experience, and then in the 2000s.
The early 2000s frat boy humor.
Yeah. And then
I never really watched none of his stuff,
Yeah.
And it's weird because I thought he had a Sean Paul situation going on where like Sean Paul's Japanese, or not Japanese, I think Chinese and something else.
Yes.
But he's like still a Jamaican like national.
I get what you said.
I thought he had that going on. So like when people was like, oh, blah, 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 I'm like, oh, I wasn't watching it, but that's what I thought his situation was.
Well, yeah, so what it is that apparently like his character interviews people, or he has like several different characters. They all suck, though. I'm going to be honest with you, because there's like no range. You get what I'm saying? It's just like, it just feels like him. But so they're reintroducing a concept that really took off, like I could probably say the early 2000s. Yeah, and then a lot of, and we got to be real, a lot of that humor slid by. It's not because cancel culture wasn't there. I just want to hear your perspective, but I think a lot of that humor slid by on Hollywood welfare.
I actually agree to a certain extent. I think
because he wasn't hiding in the streets like that.
Funny enough, I actually think this actually starts to translate over into some of the streamer and like practical joke channels that we start to see pop up in the later 2000s,
like the Smosh Brothers,
and a lot of them end up going to jail. So like all the trolling and destroying Walmart property, it's like basically televised deviancy. Yeah. And also like wait, what is this? The Knox guy, what's his name?
Which one? Oh, Johnny Knoxville.
Yes,
yeah,
him
yeah,
and
yeah.
Ashton Kutcher. I feel like they all kind of like run in tandem with this like obnoxious public harassment of like random people. I feel like it kind of goes in that territory, and it kind of, I feel like it bred the streaming channels where you see people just annoying people in the public, not understanding like, sweetheart, that's called harassment. So like some of the streamers have been going to jail trying to pull some of this type of stuff off, like trying to pull like some of the, you know, interviewing, but then you're like, you know, he harassing people without their consent.
Yeah, I just think okay, so I think some of it can be funny, like like he used to have like the prank stuff back in it. Yeah, like you found people in like funny, compromising situations. But I don't know. I just think like I put him in the Sarah Silverman category. Yeah.
Why?
Okay. Sarah Silverman was one of those people that had a lot of visibility. She had a lot of visibility, and just was never funny to me though. And I really, a lot of times I didn't get it. And so, at the time I thought it was like, okay, maybe this is like a space for, I don't know, corporate career. I'm not trying to be funny, but it's like corporate career white folks that, maybe this was just like, kind of like Bill Maher, that whole space. Yeah, it was kind of like, there was a bad section of Comedy Central, okay, because there was Dave Chappelle.
Yeah.
Half Baked was all right, but there was like the Dave Chappelle culture. There's like some of the loose little outfit sketch shows, but then there was like Sarah Silverman type culture. There was the Bill Maher type culture, and they weren't tied to Comedy Central, but it's like that part of the humor zeitgeist that I always felt like it was flat. It was almost like unseasoned broccoli or some shit.
Like witty, dry, and sometimes offensive. I think sometimes people don't know how to do offensive comedy properly. Like it's only so much you really can go, and like I said, to the point where you see like people streaming or trying to do it like every day. It does not go that well. Everybody just does not have that.
Yeah, you talking about like benign humor.
Yeah. It sometimes could be a little bit dark, like malicious comedy that actually.
Oh, benign offense is what I'm saying. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Benign offense.
I don't think.
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah. So I know for
some
you,
of y'all not
Ali
funny.
G, the Ali G, because we talked about Naked Gun that came out with the one that said he was gonna chase the black man down with the black.
Oh, the guy from Taken.
Yeah. So. Remember I was telling you about that era, like before Ali G, and the era before
that early 2000.
Yeah, going back, but he's pulling off a Leslie Nelson with Naked
like
Gun.
80s
humor. Yeah.
My point is like, how can I say this? Some of it's twofold things. Some people are born how they're born, but the also thing is certain things exist in society for people to do that. So like. You see how like a lot of this this comedy goes into streaming comedy, like how people create skits and they stream with the public,
right? Based
off of what happened if you were alive at the time in the early 2000s with like mixing documentary and like comedy or mixing reality show, because reality show popped off in like late 90s 2000s.
Yeah, it did. Yeah.
Mixing that with like this type of comedy that only existed because of what was accessible at that time period. And the multiple things in society that kind of went on, like 9/11 and stuff like that, created the invention of the reality show. Because remember, y'all, they had like writing strikes. They had a lot of things that moved them to maybe we should do like a reality-based or reality-ish type of show.
Right, yeah.
In the 80s, that just wasn't a thing. Like, also, they had just also different economies, too. So, like, they actually had clubs. They actually had people showing up to do stand-up. So, like, I personally think, like, this is sometimes weird because I actually feel like this is some of the things that go on. Like certain things exist in a time period and then it inspires other things to happen. I don't know. I just feel like if things were funny and like classic, because some things can be funny based off of like that was trending, and then some things transcend funny. Like so when people look up, regardless of how offensive, like, and I'll name these people because they have offensive comedy. Like Eddie Murphy has some dark comedy stand-up specials. Richard Pryor has a lot of like darker comedy stand-up specials. A lot of them can, most of the time when you watch it just in general, they kind of stand the test of time because although they're offensive, they actually have like structural things that make people want to laugh. I don't know. I think he might be trying to reinvigorate something that I feel like is oversaturated. So I don't know what he gonna do.
Well, yeah, because he's trying to delve back into like the whole Borat culture. There was a wave that I felt like there was a wave of them. Like, what was it? The Interview. It was Sacha Baron Cohen.
Yes, when he did like Borat and all of this, like
Ali G, and then he was able to he was able to get like voice acting roles on like Madagascar, and even he did the Bruno stuff as well. And one of the things that I just thought like one thing I thought that was pretty bad was I felt like because Will Ferrell existed. You know, I felt like they were doing like
not
bad.
You about to blame Will Ferrell.
Yeah,
for
no,
this.
Will Ferrell actually. I think to me, his stuff was actually funny.
Will Ferrell is actually funny,
but I think it's kind of like, but it's some of the other guys they was misinterpreting dry humor with airheadedness for a lot of the fellas.
I think there's also like frat boy humor too.
Yeah, so you
like I actually would call in people like, my goodness, I hate to say this, Joe Rogan. Doing early frat boy, booger flicker humor. Who is the other guy?
Well, the origin, that's a good point. The real like kingmaker of that space will always be John Belushi.
I can see that. Yeah, but it's a lot of booger flicking.
Jim Belushi. Yeah, better yet, Jim Belushi.
A lot of booger flicking frat boy mixed in with that.
Yeah.
That early 2000, like I'ma hurt myself or harass the public.
Chris Farley was the king of that, though.
But they not Chris Farley funny.
Yeah, they're not.
You see,
no.
like that's my point. Like, can you be funny? But like, this is what I'm talking about. Like certain things in various scales. Like y'all are not. Like my stomach hurt funny, or like I'm crying funny.
Oh yeah, it's a good point. Yeah, Tom Green.
Yeah, that's another one.
I do feel like I actually feel Sacha pulls a lot from Tom Green because when I was a kid. Tom Green used to come on. First of all, I didn't know what he did. I actually thought he was a host on MTV.
So I did not know what he did.
Yeah, man, I didn't know what he did. And then he had the thing, "My bum is on your lip." And then I remember Eminem doing it, and it was one of those things where it was on one of those channels where like you just clicked over, like I'm not watching that, right? But the Tom Green, he would like pull my finger. I feel like Tom Green.
Yes.
Who else? Was it Tom Green? Oh, Dane Cook.
Yes, Dane Cook was really popular in the 2000s. Like early early Facebook, that character was crazy.
Yeah, Dane Cook, because Joe Rogan got like a Saturn thing going on. Like his career gets bigger and better as he gets older. Yeah, he tried to do the booger
flicking thing too. I'm like, yeah, but you're not that good though.
He actually like what is his name? Power Man. The more he lost hair, the more powerful he became. No, because when he was slimmer, like he had like Italian, and so like when he was slimmer, he had a bunch of hair. He always was like a Z-list.
He might got a strong son because sometimes the strong baldies, and I'm not trying to cover people, like when you be bald, sometimes the sun be like on
power,
be juiced up.
Yeah,
somewhere.
I get you saying. Yeah. Tupac, Michael Jordan.
Yeah, you might gotta. The sun might be like
might gotta shave
or something. I don't know.
They bring Steve O. Yeah, and you know what? To your point, B more, man, because we were technically like 26 years into quote unquote social media.
Yes.
So we already got people that are washed up.
That's what I'm saying. Because when he coming back out, like when people are like, well, he did this and that upsetting me. Like, baby, I don't even think of that. I'm gonna think because all him and everyone in that wave. And his grandchildren that's making streaming videos and harassing people. Baby, I don't know what you're going to do. Because also part of this, y'all remember during COVID, a little bit before, people was like licking ice creams and spitting in mouthwash and getting felonies. Because, you know, food tampering is a crime. Yeah. So that all goes into this too. And that was like, we already had like dang near the 21st century black plague. And they was already being booger flickers there too.
Yeah. Yeah, no,
you know, so like I don't know I'm not even offended, baby. I don't know what you want to do.
Well, I don't know. I think it's crazy that this is what we talk about, like Hollywood, right? So we struggle to put together. We got Mahershala Ali.
Yes.
We got Blade. Like,
oh my God.
You can't really fuck that up unless you really tried on some witchcraft shit, right? But then here come old washed up Sacha
that no one asked for.
Bro, nobody asked for.
Who asked for him? Because I heard people ask. I heard Trump ask for Rush Hour 4. I didn't hear nobody say like I want Sasha or
you gonna bring back Ali.
No, nobody asked. Who is asking for this?
Ali G, I'm gonna keep it true with you, wasn't even a cult phenomenon.
No, I feel like he didn't even pull off Malibu Most Wanted type of like gimmicky.
You know what?
humor.
That's a great point. Malibu's Most Wanted was actually more popular.
That's what I'm saying. So I feel like at this level, y'all, like, what are we going to do? Like, I feel like we're just coming outside the flop. I'm not going to try and tell people what to do, but I just feel like.
You know what I think though? I'm gonna tell you what I think, and this is where y'all see with like. I think he did this out of fear.
For what?
Okay, I'll tell you why. So he has like a mock reporter type thing with a character named Borat, right?
Yeah.
Well, you can't bring Borat out right now because what Borat used to do would troll like politicians, and some of them have gotten caught in pretty bad scandals, right? Well, one of the things that Borat, if he was on par with the brand, he would have trolled Benjamin Netanyahu.
Oh.
So he went and did the Ali G shit because he wants to keep his name out. They're probably going to do some money. You know, people still want to put their films out there. But I think he did the Ali G shit. And because also he has been a proponent, he's been basically like really pro-Israel, and he even went as far as to talk about censorship with people, right? So his comedy, remember, like with the Chipotle guys like Bill Maher and them, they tried to put him in a space where he was edgy, right? That he didn't hesitate to cross the line with politicians. Well, you can't bring Borat out right now because people are like, bro, you being a bitch. You're not even really, doing nothing official. So he was like, well, let me do the mock hip hop thing and what's up, my that type of stuff. So that's what I personally feel when I see him, because he tried the dictator thing. I don't think that did too well. Let me see, Borat. The last Borat film he had was
the 2010s, right?
2020.
Okay,
so
that's
COVID.
why I said at the end of COVID. I said that, y'all, because at this point, what is he going to do?
No, I'm gonna be real with you. Ali G being viral online is different than like it hitting the streets.
Yeah, like slam hit comedy. Yeah. The first one.
Yeah.
The first Borat.
Yeah, but like I'm gonna be real with you. I know when some penetrates like quote unquote culture, because like when I didn't hear nobody talk about
Borat.
Ali G. Yo,
that's what I pay attention to. So like internet is cool, but people can buy marketing, and like y'all can buy ads. Like realistically, as long as you have the capital, you can go flood a timeline. So like I really don't pay attention too much if I see too many things in my feed. If I go outside or if I'm having a casual conversation with my neighbor or the checkout lady and they start bringing your stuff up, or I'm hearing your stuff outside, baby, that means that virality is real. It's not like a media marketing team is making that. I don't, no offense, I feel like it's the same thing as when you see ads on TV. It doesn't mean that person is really blowing up or penetrating. It's like if you go back 15, 20 years ago, if you want to know if your music is hitting, your stuff, you go outside, somebody playing it, or they're asking you to put this on, or did you see this movie, or hey, you want to borrow this, blah, blah. I really see how people are sharing your work, because realistically, y'all want people to socialize around these properties, whether it's music, movies, whatever that you're making. So if I hear dust buckets, and I mean dust buckets even from the people that your stuff is being marketed to, like I don't hear nothing. Like, okay, let's say it's marketed to like white people and I don't hear nothing, that's bad. But number two, if you really a crossover and I hear from like everybody, like white, black, whatever, that means you really hitting. Like we're not doing fake internet hit. Like that's not real. That means you paid for a lot of ads, and we gonna hope that it translates into like the actual money and people caring about your project. So like,
Yeah, also shouts out to OG Lady. We appreciate you as
Thanks.
always, man. OG Lady said, man, she says just contributing to the cause. We appreciate you so much. Yeah, Seahorn, you cool, man. I'm just telling you, maybe because I do know his type of comedy would, like, let's say if you're on campus, and it depends on what campus. Like if you at a HBCU,
wasn't talking about
I know when I
Borat.
pulled up, like Ali G, people just weren't talking about that. But like, let's say you at university,
PWIs
Yeah.
or like mixed like cultural things. I'm not saying his stuff never trended. I heard from white people, like when I talked to like my white coworkers at the time when the first Borat dropped, like
Yeah.
2010 era, right? They was like, oh my gosh. Also, I heard when I was talking to my white coworkers, right?
Mm-hmm.
They were talking about Dane Cook, like I'm going to go. So I'm like,
Yeah,
okay,
they were
baby, I
excited.
know you're hitting. And then they was telling me like, look, you need to go, be more, and blah blah blah. Like he is actually really fun. Like they were telling me.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying like you have to be marketed towards like black people or like black people have to be interested if they happen to be or not. I'm saying if I bump it outside and I'm socializing, right, or like if I'm at the grocery store and I ask somebody like, what do you listen to? That's funny or whatever. They actually tell me like.
Well,
That's what
yeah.
I'm like making it based off of. Like I had like the last time I heard him really pop like organically and somebody was really having a like multiple people were saying like this guy is so good.
Yeah.
Was 2010 Borat.
Well, yeah, and the thing is, he's got a couple characters. He's got the Bruno character, and he's got Borat. Borat I actually saw because they put him like, basically he was in the same space as Stephen Colbert's character on the Daily Show, and he played
can
like
see
a
that.
dumb Republican, right?
Yeah.
Specifically, Ali G though, that character made no waves anywhere.
No.
And I think I could argue it made even less waves than Borat.
Yeah, Borat was the what they was talking to me about. Like,
Yeah.
bro, this is so funny. Like, you have to see this. Like, I have no when they say Ali G, I said Ali who?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if you're gonna go with that. I'm like, I don't know what you're gonna do.
Now, one of the things that's interesting about Sacha is that the Borat character was said to have been stolen from a Turkish internet celebrity.
What?
Yeah, and the guy had confronted him. I think his name is Mahir Kari or something like that. I'm gonna put him on the screen so y'all can see. I'm gonna see if I can find.
Wow.
Yeah, I want y'all to see this, man, because yeah. So the thing is, remember we talk about like eras of the internet, and then there's social media internet on top of that, right?
Yeah.
So Mahir, he kind of popped like in the like late 90s on the internet.
Oh, like
Yeah,
early, like
yeah.
dial up, like you okay, like
Right.
made funny.
So what they said is that he had confronted Sacha about that. Like, you stole my character.
Yeah.
And like Sacha kind of like brushed it off type energy.
I can
And
see that.
He took it and then like, you made it a hot line, I made it a hot song type energy.
Wow.
Which is why it makes sense to me comedically why he kind of struggles with creativity.
Because you're not creative. If you have to steal so much, you're not that creative, my boy.
I'm gonna put him on the screen so y'all can see. But yeah, I was doing some bit of research, and I do recall that like there was a conversation about thievery with Borat, but at the time, like, I'm gonna keep it real. I was like, oh well, I said he probably stole it because I just didn't think Sacha was that funny on his own.
Okay, how many characters do he have? And this is
Yeah.
how many claims of theft?
Well, the only thing I know for a fact is the Borat character, because the Mahir guy in his if you can find him on YouTube, he's speaking Turkish, but he's talking about what happened, and there's people that have done like documentaries on it, little op-ed pieces and things
About the theft.
Yeah, about the theft.
Wow.
Yeah, homeboy. Let me see. I'm gonna put him on the screen for y'all so y'all can see. But yeah, he talked about. Yep. Okay, so I'm gonna let y'all even see the suit. I'm gonna let y'all even see the setup. But y'all gotta remember around the time. No wonder, and it would be from the Daily Turkit. All right, so let's get into the Daily Turkit. But there y'all go, right there on the screen. Side by side.
God. Baby, you know how somebody be eating the chicken bone and they start chewing the marrow? I'm like, baby, nothing left. The gristle gone, the marrow gone. Y'all chewing the whole bone down. Y'all left nothing.
Oh yeah, they say Yellowstone. Yeah, like Sin stated, they saying Yellowstone was stolen.
How?
It's come on, be more.
I'ma go.
I
look
did
it
see
up.
it float up. Sin posted on a Patreon. There y'all go, side by side profile, line for line, bar for bar, mustache for mustache.
It's the mustache too. Like, god dang.
Even this face. Look how he's holding the facial representation.
Yeah,
man. Y'all will find that out a lot too, and usually if you see like very mediocre comedians and they kind of catch a wave with something, I guarantee you all 9.5 times out of 10 it's stolen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? How can I say this? There are parts of places and charts where it make people funny, but the same part that make people funny rules theft. So good luck with that though.
Yeah,
I don't know. Still,
Yeah.
or comedians have been robbed, but y'all can do with that what y'all will.
I told you what I said.
Yeah, like it's parts where it rule people being funny, and then they be stealing, y'all.
Yeah.
They be stealing, like whole good times, and that whole thing being stole from somebody. Like
that's what they tell you if you a comedian.
Yeah.
What's this in?
Black creators, she's talking about that got stolen from Good Times, all the black sitcoms.
Oh yeah, man. Don't you ever be in the room with? I keep telling folks, like, man, why you give it? Don't you ever be in a room with no room full of comedians?
They be stealing.
Ooh, they like dirty Velcro.
And I'm not even joking. Like I wish I could show y'all, but I'm dead serious, y'all.
Man, I've seen them do that. I've seen them taking jokes out of their mama's mouth, their girlfriend's mouth, their homeboy's mouth from conversations. You could literally have a conversation in a room full of comedians, and somebody will walk right on stage with your conversation.
I remember I had made, and this was real. I'm gonna see if you know what? Let me not be messy. I will not go look for it.
What's that?
I had made a joke in someone's who shall not be named live stream.
Oh yeah, you told me about that. Yeah,
I was packing up Will Smith with that ugly costume design that they did for what was it, Aladdin. That costume design looked crazy. I say somebody need to be back to the drawing board. I don't know who y'all hired.
Will Smith was bald with a lace front.
That crap looked crazy. I'm like, y'all couldn't have did anything else. I had packed them up, right?
Yes.
Why did the person in the next video, because this was a live, they had it like, I guess, a structure from a video.
Right.
Baby, why they was saying all of my jokes? After laughing in the stream, I said, and this was not even like a random person in the stream with me. This was the person who I'm on their channel. I said, baby, never again. Now, the wild part, I won't go into details.
Yes.
But they had, where they worked at, everything had all collapsed and they all was in fighting. And I'm like, baby, you probably stole from them too.
No, that is true.
You probably stole something out their mouth too. Cause I'm like, baby, it was not even that serious for me. I was just literally just talking about how a mess that outfit was. Like, baby, y'all did Genie bad. Like y'all could have just basically shaved Will and just painted him blue. Like, why the CGI looked crazy, right?
You know, they would have been they said, why they got Will in blue face.
It was better than that because he looked swollen at the top. Like, you know how Pinky in the Brain, how Brain head was swollen. Yeah, it looked swollen in some parts. But I was like, crazy. He had a lace front ponytail on a bald head, y'all. Like, I'm like, bro,
it was stupid.
This looked crazy.
Yeah, that's what I said. I was like, I'm not gonna lie. When they said Will was gonna play Genie, I was like, okay, if there's one film I'm interested in that they're gonna make live, because it damn sure wasn't The Lion King. I knew it was gonna be CGI Muppets, but one of them was, I said, okay, Aladdin. But then when they showed the first still and he had that
ponytail,
weave, I said, oh
crazy.
man. And remember, like one time, Sin, when we was live one time and we was talking about, the comedian, the girl comedian that was about to get that T.I. had thread, right?
Yeah.
And all of them. So Sid made a joke when she said about how Chris Rock did his transition from Will, from the white couple to Will, and she said something like, after she said with the white couple, was like, yeah, man, don't you're gonna have your woman outdo you. And then now for Will and Jada, bald head bitch. Sin said it just like that, so everybody in the chat was laughing.
I remember that.
We was watching Tasha K because she had the woman on. The woman said Sin's joke line for line, word for word.
And see, and that's the stuff I'm talking about. Also, the Will ponytail is a problem because it looked like they took, y'all know when y'all take a bundle of hair, like a pack of weave
Yeah.
out the pack, and it's all curled around. You know, you gotta brush it out.
Let's put that on the screen.
He took that bundle and just glued it to his head. Also, why wasn't the ponytail made into like made with like yaki or canacolon or something to give it like an actual lock look? Like the thing looked like he permed his hair.
It looked like the end of Donkey from Winnie the Pooh.
Yes, it do look like Donkey Tail. That's
Donkey tail wheel.
crazy.
Yeah, this is why I said, nah, dog, I'm good on it. I was like, I'm not watching this movie. I said, I'm sorry, Will. I know I shouldn't have saw 7 pounds, and I will not be seeing Aladdin. Sorry, nigga. Yeah, look at this here.
Yeah, I'm like, oh my goodness.
So funnier than Ali G though.
Yeah. All right, let's see here. Yeah, there it is.
See,
right
I'm
there.
telling you, it's like, you know when y'all doing like a weave ponytail and y'all
Yeah.
take the bundle out, you comb it, it's like body wave or something, and you wrap it around. You put your real hair in a bun or a
Yeah.
ponytail and you wrap it around. Y'all, it looked like they took the bundle and glued it to the top of his head.
Yeah, so you
Like
know.
this looks crazy. That should have been yaki. That should have been some kinky straight hair. Or shoot, get him something that looked like the Cuban twist hair and then make actual locks out of it so it looked like it's growing out his head. Why do it look like Barbie hair on that man head?
I mean, on the other side of the game, you know, he could have did some goth rock. I'm just saying.
This dude also looked like it could be in something like new metalish with
Yeah.
the ponytail and the
Yeah.
beard. But y'all, I'm
Come on,
saying the
Will.
costume looked wild.
Yeah. Nah.
It really was the hair and beard work for me. I'm like, y'all really? And then the CGI parts, I'm like, he looking swollen in some parts, babes. Like,
Oh yeah, you know what? Okay, and Too True says on the side note, this reminds me of that little dialogue TC had around Jay-Z and his hair not being able to handle black women roasting him. I was like, bro, I'm not gonna lie to you, dog. Who cares? You got a head full of hair. The locks look like tree trunks. You get what I'm saying? So I couldn't believe that this was an issue. I'm not.
I can't believe
I
that
was.
either.
I was not. I was like, bro, I didn't think them making fun of your hair. Like, I didn't know that was gonna make you kneel like Kaepernick.
I'm not gonna lie though, I
I-
did laugh when people was trolling him about the locks, mainly because like I never seen nobody comb out wigs before, so I'm like, this like an urban legend. So
Yeah.
I thought it was funny. Like
It did spook black people.
They was like, you combed
But
out wigs, because
that
if he said
scared
I just
black-
combed out regular locks, nobody would have said nothing.
Yeah.
But y'all, I don't know if y'all ever seen wigs in real life, but they are really fat.
Yeah,
yo.
they
Like,
are.
so that's when they was like, you, what you mean you combed them out? Like,
Well, because most people, they have like wigs for a very
long time. Yeah, like
Yeah, because even Gunplay, who was like the most popular or most visible rapper with wigs until Kodak Black, but man, Gunplay just cut it off. I had
never seen somebody comb
Now,
out wigs. Seriously,
Have I? Well, let me just put it this way. Have I seen people say they've done these techniques online? Because we have a lot of locticians that are like
Yeah.
scientists of hair, right? But yeah, I've seen that. But the way it happened with Jay-Z when he brought the afro
Afro
out,
out. They said, who the f- is that? In the black arm, in that back. I was like, what the?
that scared black people.
But you can't do it though. It's
Yeah.
I feel you, but most people never seen that before.
You got
Yeah.
a lot of hair and it's locked. It can't come out in a nice fro.
But it may be
You have
his.
to really person, shampoo it.
I also think, Sid, I think you're not wrong about that. I think it has a lot to do with hair texture and hair type.
Yes.
I could see
Yeah,
that because
yeah.
everybody I seen who had wigs and started over, they literally just cut their head.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my god.
Yeah.
In Newark, New Jersey, some of them cut it all the way, or some of them did the process that
Now,
Jay-Z did.
now I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm gonna be real with you, but I know this is a New York nigga thing. When the nigga showed up and he had like the white suit on with the clean wicks and he had the clean edge, I thought that shit was fire. So
That
I'm
was
like,
cute. Yeah,
I'm
I
like,
thought it was cute.
Bro, I'm like, cause so when people start making fun of the wigs, I'm like, yo, what? Most of the time that I've seen wigs, they've been very dope looking.
Yeah, I've never seen like wigs. So I'm like, wow, this is terrible.
Yeah, but I think it because you got to think about like on average though, because you got to think regionally, right? Unless you're, let's say, in the East Coast and you may run into some Caribbeans, right? Or you're down in Florida, Louisiana. Like most black people aren't running into like wigs as often, especially with workplace hair dynamics too.
On the photos, come on.
What happened?
He
I've seen pictures of wigs up.
Yeah. No, because if we say there are some people.
Got the baby up there with the wigs.
He look cute.
They look nice.
But I have met people. I've never seen nobody comb their wigs out before.
Yeah.
So I was like, I didn't even know you can do that. Everybody I knew who had it,
Yeah.
they just cut it all. Like
No,
basically they cut their
it's
hair
based
off.
on
Some people have where they do undo it and have like a nice small fro.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
could.
like, and they're big. So I'm like, I didn't know y'all was doing that. Like, when people comb their regular locks out, I'm like, whatever. But I'm like, how big they be? And I'm like, I didn't know you could do that. So when people say he lying, that's a wig, that's probably why they thought that. Because they never really seen nobody comb their wigs out before.
Okay, we got to remember, the reason why I'm saying that, it's different than like what you see with locks, right? And, a lot of people will see that, but most, even some of the people, because I watched some YouTubers, black YouTubers, how they were narrating, like even some of the guys say, yo, what the fuck are these? They like dreads? What are they?
No,
niggas?
it's some people
Right?
that never saw wigs.
That's
before.
what my point was. So
like,
that's
it's
why
not popular. It's not a popular hairstyle in their area.
That's
like, it's not like they don't get dreads, but it's just certain areas where it's not like you don't see it that often.
And that's what my point was. Is like,
Wigs on
oh my god,
that'll start a trend.
Ask them in the chat. Do they think Moon should have wigs?
Yeah, because most of the time they say the moon should have wigs. The reason why I was saying you got such a wild response to it, and you got to think generationally too.
That's true.
A lot of from his era, look how they kind of feel about locks, like just the simple like.
So you think the
cultured
people
and
was trolling was different age groups?
Different age groups, but like cultured and uncultured locks, right? Because you have free-forming locks.
Yeah, you do.
And then there's some black people, they bitch about that. And then we know a lot of non-black folks, specifically white people, they're like, what is that, right? And then there's some insecure black people, they be like, oh yeah, I'm what is that too, right?
Yeah.
Like growing up in Atlanta, I didn't see wigs, cultured, uncultured locks. I didn't see free-forming.
I've seen free-forming locks too.
Yeah, so.
I had seen one guy, he had, this was like, I'm like, this is a choice, but whatever.
Yeah.
He had the corner of his head, think like from the part of maybe like your left ear to like the middle part, it was a wig standing up like this, and the rest of his head was free-forming locks, and they had beads, like little beads. I said, bro, you need to make up your mind, sir. Like, why do you have a wig standing up and the rest is free-forming? I don't know what's going on.
Hey, making him happy, right?
Like, whatever, bro. But yeah, he used to always have like a lot of snakes as like pets, but he had one wig standing clean up, and the rest was just free-forming.
Yeah, some of them
what
be
on
like
earth?
that. Some of them be like, you see one big old flat one like Gumby.
Yeah, and then everything else like this a braid. I'm like, I don't know what's going on.
So y'all want to vote it in chat? Do you think Moon should get some wigs? Yeah, because I think when Jay-Z popped up with the wigs, y'all gotta remember there's a whole like era that really messed with Jay. They never seen that, or it's never.
For her too to see
You
wigs.
say that again, sir?
Dom said it's common to see wigs in Trinidad.
Yeah, but that's why I said
Yeah.
Caribbeans. Like if you not around like Caribbeans or you like parts of the South, some people they just never seen them like
Now,
that.
growing up, I seen more free-forming locks than wigs. Just in general,
Yeah.
you know, like we really didn't have that many. Even when I was bumping into Caribbean people with locks, they just had just locks, or they had like free-forming locks. They didn't really wear wigs like that. So I also, not only I think could be Caribbean, but I think it's like also regional. But also growing up in Baltimore, like most of the people I bumped into was just Black American. Like, to be honest, like they were.
Yeah, also shouts out to KJ Forever says, honestly, I still think it's a wig.
See,
when
I
you
told
comb
you.
out locks, wigs, you end up with damaged hair at varying lengths. I will say
That's
this,
what I
KJ, it depends on how dope your loctician is, though. I'm not trying to be funny. There are some real dope scientists, especially a lot of women, that, you know, they
told you.
Yeah, you
And
got,
KJ from Florida. That's
Yeah.
what I said. It's really
And-
people
and
who
he
think
said-
that he have a wig on.
and his fro should have been shorter.
They voted in the chat about whether Moon should get wigs or not.
What'd they say?
Gangsta purrs.
Men said Moon should get a cute little fro. Ladies said no wigs for Moon.
No wigs for Moon. Moon wigs. Yeah, like I'm gonna be real with you all. Cause look, here's the thing about it. There is a conversation about black hair and hatred, right? You know, issues with black hair, black women hair, black men hair. We talking about natural hairstyle. The crazy part about it, Jay-Z's brand has never been pro any of that. So nobody gave a fuck when they roasted the shit out of him.
All right, that is
you get
true.
what I'm saying?
Yeah, nobody cared.
Yeah, because it's not like this is speech from Arrested Development.
No.
And when he has a conversation, people like take it with more authority. But you know, when Jay-Z was like, well, this is what we're going to be getting into, and that really wasn't the conversation. You know, because it became about something else. And I always said that's the karma of the platinum era, the platinum bling era. Because the bling era was like anti naturalism. You know, it was
like luxury, grandiose. I feel like when you be learning like about like the 80s and then like the 20s with that like decadent behavior.
Oh yeah,
it kind of remind me of that.
Yeah.
But like just for rap. Like black people are doing it too.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. At first, consider that we was laughing about this. I said, bro, if he cut that hair, I'm like, yo, they really fucking with you.
They all fucking with him.
Leave Moon alone.
Oh my God! Why did Matt say that only ugly men get wigs? I'm done, bro.
Ooh, I don't know, but I got the brothers with the wig.
I'm done.
But you know, I ain't gonna lie, man, because he looked like a Hunger Game villain. All right,
I think that the wigs look good on him.
I thought it was a clean look, but apparently the New York niggas wouldn't get up off of him.
I think the wigs look nice on Jay-Z.
They do.
Yeah, but you know, you remember I told you.
I do think the short cut is better though, but I think the wigs look good on him because he has a big head anyway.
Yeah, I get what you said. Yeah, I just think I don't know.
I think,
felt like this was. Oh, go ahead, be more.
I was gonna say I think the short hair makes him look younger though. Like when he got his hair cut again, because I don't know, he went through the hairstyles quickly. So when he shaved the wig, I think not the wig, but when he shaved his alleged wig, I think it did make him look like younger though.
I don't know. I mean, it is what. But you know, if you a rapper, a lot of times you be more sensitive about what the fellas say.
It was. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like it was mostly men trolling his hair.
Yeah, it was mostly men.
Yeah, most of the women. I'm telling y'all, they did not care. If you talking about the women,
they would be like Barb's.
But Nicki, his op. Nicki got a problem with him.
Like you believe your op? You believe anything your op say? Your op say your wigs are ugly. You
also, it's a lot of male Barbs. Quiet as kept. So
and
they'll be like, oh, they're gay. No, they're not. no, it be male straight Barbs.
They just like Nicki.
They like Nicki. So yes.
No, I ain't gonna lie, man. Dame, but Dame ain't a good roaster though. When only thing Dame that said was funny when he said cinnamon doo doo breath. No, I said what?
Dame ain't funny because when he tried to get at people, something humiliating happens.
Your teeth fall out.
He was roasted, his teeth fell out.
Yeah, I'm like,
Dame. Nothing you can say after that when your teeth is falling out your mouth.
That's why I know Dame just emotionally gets under Jay's skin because Dame was like, yeah, I always get under skin. I said it's got to be that because you can't roast, brother. Like nigga, you can't.
You roasted with gums. Think about it, yo. You roasted with gums in your mouth.
He nibbling on Jay. All right. But yeah, man, I just, when he cut his hair, I know there was the classic look, and it is a part of his brand, but I was like, wow, I can't believe, like, they roasted you out of that hair. But
it was mostly men, bro.
It really was.
Like, and the women reported on it for, like, tea, but no, it was mostly men, like, coming at him crazy.
Actually, when he was dressed like that, that was the most I seen women talk about him.
Oh, with the wigs?
Yeah, that was the most I ever seen women talk about him outside of, like, just having money and Beyonce. Also, shouts out to the Cruel Guy. Says, was y'all talking about David Hines? You know what? Let me see something real quick. Now I got to refresh my memory on that.
You say gay man.
Oh yeah, you talking about the Barbs? Like what was it? Nicki, she dominated that one male Barb, and she said, "Get off my stage," and he said, "Yes, mother."
Like that's crazy work, child.
Oh, David, that music. I'm tripping, y'all. Okay, I get what you said. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you do see it. That's why I say a lot of Caribbeans, you do see it out of the culture, but
yeah.
I'll be real with you. Like, I just don't think that many people were used to seeing wigs. That's all. That's all I can say about it. But there's that whole conversation about black hair and shit. But I just feel like Jay-Z, like high key dog, you're part of the platinum, the bling era. So
that is true. Part of what you're being bullied by is a part of your creation. I hope we all understand that. Have a good day.
Yeah, because they used to get on niggas for not having a fresh cut.
Wow.
Yeah, Jay-Z would snap on niggas.
Wow.
Yo, man, your hairline crooked, nigga. You know, get a fresh cut, you little peasy-headed nigga. So he went beyond Peasley Head. He went to Wicks. That's Super Saiyan. That's Super Saiyan in Peasley Head world.
Wow.
Like nigga, you a nigga Goku.
So chickens are coming home.
That was Buddha Hole.
It was Buddha Hove.
Buddha
Yeah, it was Buddha Hove.
Buddha Hove is funny.
His hair with Rick Rubin.
Oh my god.
Rick Rubin with saw one little white girl making fun of him. Why she put a little patch of hair at the top and the rest was bald and a little kickback?
Well, I'm not gonna
Like,
lie. I can think of that. I can think in Jay-Z's mind. He's like, look at these cool niggas. They took about my hair. I'm sitting next to Rick Rubin. Look at his shit. His shit look dirty. With
Yeah.
one fucking follicle at the top.
But there was never nothing. But there, you get what I'm saying. But there was never nothing polished about Rick Rubin. He's always been dirty.
he has always that hobo look.
He the dirty kid from Charlie Brown.
But he had a full head of hair at one time, though. I get it, but look at his hair now, though. That shit look.
Jay-Z know damn well niggas do not care about Rick Rubin except industry niggas. He gotta stop. Niggas do not care about this guy.
They don't. Also, you didn't preach that gospel of like that luxury gospel, so I think that's also what it was too.
Yeah, they didn't care about no damn Rick Rubin. Y'all seen that new trailer with Jay-Z and Rick Rubin? And what is it, Jay-Z and 8? Let me see something here. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's Rick Rubin right there, B-More. So
Oh, so he been this one right here.
yeah, this is Rick
Oh,
Rubin. So
he
that's what
been
Sin is talking about.
Fuddy duddy looking,
Now,
like with
look at
the.
that one with the white T-shirt where he's sitting at the table. And while he got the table, he got it looked like a bed behind him, and then he got a little bit of hair at the top.
That's what the girl had. She had like 3 pieces of hair at the top of her head. It was a white girl making fun of him. I bust out laughing, child.
That's Jack Harlow's granddaddy.
It do, but he clearly, because I seen him with dark hair with the same setup, so he just always looked it like that. I think that's the difference between Rick Rubin and Jay-Z. Because to your point, if you roasted people's hair, I'm like, man, he
I
don't.
don't give a fuck if he been like that. He need to be roasted too.
Why?
A little bit of follicles on top of his head.
Why we roasting him?
Who?
Rick Rubin. She said, I don't care.
Yeah, roast him too. And he also part of that dirty foot philosopher of Russell Simmons tribe.
Oh.
Yes, him and Russell Simmons hang out. They both with their stinky feet out.
I could see him hanging with Russell a lot because they both got that like hippie thing going on.
Yeah, you know what? I don't know. You know what? To your point, especially like even what Sin is saying here, B-More, so you can know, like he helped started like Def Jam Records with Russell Simmons, and it was actually him, from what I understand, the lore goes, that wanted to sign Public Enemy, and Russell did it. You know, I know.
I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all could not. I didn't make no sound, but y'all should have saw my face. I said, what?
So, oh, you funny. That's right, Jen. ZZ Top. That's what I said. Like most black people, if you show them Rick Rubin in real life, they was like, oh man, who's the country
Who is
singer?
that? Yeah.
Or who's that bluegrass musician?
Yeah, like who is this? But
You know. So Jay-Z has an 8-part series called Jay-Z and 8, and they keep reviewing or revisiting like the Black Album, the Blueprint, and you know, kind of those like everything that he kind of performed at the Jay-Z Yankee Stadium situation. And I'll say this: Jay-Z is trying to basically be more. He's trying to leverage his cultural real estate because of he's wrestling with the internet, social media. And then we said, you know, as you know personally, that we said this was going to happen to him 4 and 5 years ago. We didn't say like, oh, we know Jay-Z's got it coming to him, my caramba. We didn't say that. We said no, they're going to yank him up, and he's going to have to get out here and fight in the arena, right? Jay-Z shit is this thing about revisiting parts of his Rockefeller background. It's not working because Dame Dash, who started Rockefeller with him, is on the other side of being ousted out of the industry. So it's kind of like you trying to make the magic work again without the original cast. You get what I'm saying?
I be trying to tell people that like that is not how stuff be set up, but I'm not trying to tell y'all what to do. But sometimes charts be locked in for a specific in-game goal, and like y'all be trying to move, like y'all get convinced to move things around, whether like y'all fell out or not, because sometimes it could be good reasons why people don't work. But listen, and then once people be leaving, like it's only feasible with the dynamic. So that's the best way I can really describe it.
Yeah, no. Those are good points because, like, sitting down, like, and B-More, she's been, B-More's been laughing at because she didn't listen to nothing with Jay-Z, right?
No, not like that.
But
Most I remember about Jay-Z is like being in school, kids asking, can they play some of his songs? They say yes, but if you use any explicit language, I'm cutting it off. And of course, every time they was rapping, I tell y'all, if they would get quiet over the wild parts, they would, because they wanted to hear it, and that's it. Like,
yeah, well, the thing is like him, like, okay, I'm not sure because there's like this platforming, and the platforming with Jay-Z, it only comes about of revisiting the Black Album, revisiting Blueprint, and Reasonable Doubt. But it's just you. It's none of the original cast.
who all was there?
He put up everybody. He's been putting up everybody. He even went back to Philly with Beanie Siegel. Beanie Siegel came out stage. Oskino Sparks is not connected with him anymore. And then we know Dame Dash is on the other side of it. So the magic only comes by way of his part of it. But
Right, not the whole-
the entire lore behind, because people keep thinking like it's just a Jay-Z brand. No, there's a lore that comes with it with all of the supporting cast and characters.
Right.
And they're all scattered all over the place, and they've been dejected by the industry. You don't even have Kanye in the room no more. So Jay-Z is trying to, ain't nobody came to see you, Otis, at this stage.
Okay, I see what
Yeah.
you're saying. It's
He's
this.
created a lot where he can generate that for himself. Like even that 3 days in Yankee Stadium was fucking popular.
But what did I tell you, though?
Jay-Z's still popular.
He's still popular, but what did I say? Where's the staying power in it? Because
So I see what you're saying. Like, it's popular, but it come and go. Like,
right,
quick.
when it's just him. When it's just Jay-Z, it always comes and goes. He has like arcs, attention, and then there's a dip.
I get you. So he's trying to do like when they do like 20 years after album release or 30 years, and they like re-release the album, and then they do like interviews, documentaries, like all of this stuff.
What he's doing is what they do in any music genre.
They do, yeah. That 20 years
They're giving off the- what
edition or 30-year edition of the re-released album or something like that.
It's true that they do that in any genre, but it's the context in the situation.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah,
So like
yeah.
if the lore is built up with all of these people, and again, this is what I'm assuming, it's kind of like, what is this?
Well,
But, yeah.
well, no. To Sin's point, people dump groups all the time, and they're like, "It's just me," right?
Mm-hmm.
The context is that all of these things that have come out about Jay-Z and Rock Nation, and everything
okay.
feels very forced and fast.
So the scandal, and then trying to rush this. What is this? 20-year anniversary.
20
album?
year, 30 year, like, and I just think,
He's making a smart move because if people are not talking about the music, then they're gonna try to talk about my personal life.
Like
well, you
his
saw
hair.
what's been updated though.
What?
Yeah. Concerning the, also they're giving the victim until September 11th to amend the lawsuit correctly.
Who is the victim?
The one where they was talking about the 13-year-old girl.
I thought that was over.
I know the judge said no. Really, it's just a technicality. Is that you? They said it was a bit too long, and they said you'll have it. They have till September 11th to have it amended.
The victim amending, or he has to do the amending?
The victim.
Oh my gosh!
It's ironic it's September 11th because that is one of the original release dates for his not Black Album, the Blueprint.
And this is what he's promoting, the Blueprint.
Well, he's
On there is the Blueprint, is the Black Album.
yeah. It's really he has 3 marquee albums.
3 or 4 albums he promoted on.
Yeah, his 3 marquee albums are Reasonable Doubt, Blueprint, and the Black Album. Those are his most popular 3.
Wow, y'all, this is giving cyclical behavior, but I'm gonna just leave it at that.
And the reason why I'm saying that, considering we talked about anniversaries and all art, like you said, the anniversary of Nina Simone's second album, whatever case, right? But I always say it's the frame, it's the context of how this information is being put out there.
Yes, and it's right. I see what you're saying. Like, it's right with like the lawsuit of like this girl coming out.
The social
lady
media
now.
The social media. It's a monster because well, I'll just say this: from what we heard, is that he was supposed to have had a verse with the clips, even a possible on the remix, right? And somebody we was speaking with, and I had said, I don't think it's coming out. What would he rap about? Because he's going whatever happens is going to get crucified on the internet. Period. It's not to feel sorry for Jay-Z. I'm just saying there's nothing he can say on a feature with the clips on the Let God Sort 'Em Out album. I said there's literally nothing he can encapsulate in just 16 bars that's going to convince the internet to be like, okay, we're going to chill on Jay, because yeah, and the Hove did sing, that was an 8-minute damn near verse.
So he has the capabilities. You never know.
Okay, I mean, I do think, can he just release a solid good song? I don't think it's going to get everybody off of him, but.
Well, I think Ray Daniels snitched on him, though.
What did he say?
Ray Daniels was like, what did he say? He said, the word is the album is done, but he's looking for the right partnership because Hove don't want to come out and do 60,000. So because he's going to be if he doesn't do big numbers, he's going to be further crucified. Then they'll say, oh, it's over for you as your brand, right? So he's kind of like it's in a very bizarre situation.
This is really crazy. Okay, so out of curiosity, I understand it seemed like all of the activists, because it was the first time I ever heard like an activist sing about who they don't like, and they brought up Jay-Z name. It was so random. I understand like those people, like people who are like activists or who are regular people trying to make things happen.
Yes.
But also like, where's all these other people coming from that don't like Jay-Z out of curiosity?
Jay-Z and let me answer your question now. Let me do the super chat here. It says, I'm just clipping in and out. Everyone have a wonderful day and weekend. Much love. Oh, okay. Well, we appreciate you so much, Dope and Unapologetic. Shouts out to you, by the way.
Thought Crimes.
All right, so, Ray Daniels. I do think Ray Daniels fucked some shit up. I think he was running his mouth, and so, this is the thing. All right, so because I don't care about these niggas, right? But there was supposed to be a bit of a run for Jay-Z starting in 2025, right? Supposed to have a feature, some features here and there, and they were supposed to be held up. The clips was like there's a hold up. They didn't want to say what it was. Whatever reason, I kind of felt, I said that man ain't gonna have no verse for them. I'm not trying to be funny. I'm not saying he's incapable of rapping, but the climate is just way too thick right now.
Yeah, because I feel like, okay, this is a lot of outside, and then I get what you're saying. I feel like maybe this is a buildup of things that they're tired of him.
Well, yeah,
that's what I'm trying to see. Because I'm trying to see like if this is one thing or like a buildup of.
Well, and
I'm tired.
Let me just be clear, B-More. You right, but here's the thing: there's a lot of people that have done shitty things in the industry.
I agree too.
Like,
yeah,
look at Diddy. Right. Allegedly, he put one of the greatest rappers of all time. He put him in the Phantom Zone. Right.
That's true too.
It's just that Diddy never had the moment Jay-Z had with the NFL, Kaepernick, the kneeling.
That's what I'm saying. Like, is it really because he was minding the regular poor's business?
That's what happened.
Okay.
And it didn't matter what Ebro said. All of the industry people that work at Apple, they were coming out and like, leave Jay alone. I said, bro, he will never. Ever. And I'm talking about some Trioville, never ever get on my level, go get a shovel hole type shit. I said, bro, he will never be able to dial this back down because you came down from the ivory tower.
Minding business. Now, I'm just trying to make...
Rick Rubin, J. Cole's grandpa.
Yeah. Yeah, shouts out to you. Yeah, but no, and so what has happened though, you had people in the industry that claim they have always had problems with Jay, right? Mm-hmm. Which is nothing new. Everybody in the industry got a problem with everybody, right?
Yeah.
So most of the regular people, they're like, bro, okay, that's cool. DMX don't like Jay, they cool, they not cool. Kanye don't like Jay, they cool, they not cool. Nobody cares, right? Mm-hmm. But the we passed kneeling, right? And then they had him to speak. Jay-Z's not a politician.
No, he is not.
All right. He's a music mogul. He's in the entertainment industry. He does business in music. And Jay-Z, when it comes to social, political issues, is not the most intelligible or articulate because it came off very dismissive.
Okay. I think we kind of get the idea of what's going on. Like, we kind of passed that.
Yeah.
So, to the point that, you know, even what Sin brought up before, activists have been
tired of him.
But they've been tired of him since Occupy Wall Street.
That's like 2008, 2010.
Barclays. So you got Occupy Wall Street, you got Barclays, We're Past Kneeling, then Target, and then Target come out here with this minstrel show costume.
Oh, so this reinvigorated. Okay, I'm just trying to figure. That's what I need to figure out. Because I said, I feel like this got reinvigorated more intensely. What happened? And then the cooning and all of this little weird stuff at Target reinvigorated why they don't like you. Okay, you know, I'm just trying to. I think this is for the regular poors. I think this is a reasonable offense, in my personal opinion. Because if I'm trying to make something work with my politicians and I keep seeing you, I think that's reasonable why they are mad. Because you're interrupting my situation. I'm not even in your business. You're in my business.
Now, what you have here, though, B more, and this is the part where you study a lot of culture. What you have now, as they say, we're at a crossroads here because you have like Jay-Z he's at an intersectionality of L's. That's how I feel. So you got the political, cultural, and then you kind of got like the black economic side of the game, which is all right and cool. When industry people really complain about Jay-Z, I don't really care half the time because, you know, there's bigger wigs.
They actually have real, right? Like when we talked about yesterday with the Disney thing, I'm like, no.
Right. But the other side of it, you got that though, because that's still going to get the conversation moving. But then what you have in the process here, you have the politics aspect.
Yeah.
And then you have your op list. Now, Drake is sick of you.
Okay, so this is a blend between the regular working class and then people who never liked you all coming together like Voltron.
Now Drake is like, bro, I don't know. Like now I'm kind of tired because now after, you know, Jay-Z was seen as giving Kendrick Lamar the keys to the Super Bowl kingdom, and Kendrick gets on stage and does Not Like Us and looks in the camera and says, say Drake. Drake at the end of the day, he said, all right, bro, from Meek Mill to Pusha T to now Kendrick, like, dog, I'm tired of you now, right? Wow. So then that's triggered.
So so just making sure I'm clear because I never really paid attention to Jay-Z and Drake's beef. Jay-Z has set up a lot of people to go against Drake. Is that what the claim is?
Yeah, the claim is that they've been having tension
behind the scenes
for a while. Sin and I were the first ones to report it. Right, everybody else is like, okay, now because Drake finally confirms it publicly, we know how you OGs are rocking already. The jig is up. We always said the heavyweight fight would have been always between Jay-Z and Drake because there's a generational rift there too.
I also think there's a lot of sometimes when people are too similar.
That is true.
Because I feel like I don't think they're similar down to like.
To the T. Yeah, but there's a lifestyle component there.
But I do feel like there are some similarities where it builds animosity a little bit when people are too much alike.
Yeah, the thing about Jay-Z is, to y'all point, with the industry people, they all do fucked up shit. So Jay-Z ain't special. They're all doing gambling things. That's why, you know, we ain't making thousands of videos on Stake, because then you have to make thousands of videos on Fanatics, and then thousands of videos of even legacy casinos. So media just cherry picks who they want to get on for certain things, and they all trying to trip each other up with the RICO. But I do remember, it's interesting how people follow industry people, and this is what I mean by that, and then I'm getting off the mic because I didn't feel like talking today. But
that's not true.
I didn't. That's true. Well, you have a situation when Prince and I was breaking down Rock Nation.
Right.
The very same people who are trying to get everybody to collectivize to go against the Rock Nation did not give a fuck. You know, people thought Charlemagne was their mentor, and Charlemagne was the beacon of hope for them. And at that time, Nicki was over there with Tidal, believing that, you know, Jay-Z was the greatest. She's a super fan of Jay-Z. You know, that's the Blueprint.
The Pink Print.
And the Pink Print album, right?
Yeah.
Drake idolized Jay-Z at one time, even though he was in early competition with him. But they thought at first it was just with bars with them. But the whole point, back then, if you would have told any of those people, man, I don't think it's a great idea for you to be on Tidal. I don't think you and Jay-Z would get along. None of them niggas weren't listening. And I also find it really interesting how people want you to get up and do shit when they finally stop hitting their head against a brick wall. Y'all niggas should have been did and said something years ago. As you know, you lack foresight, and then now when your head is on the chopping board, now you want everybody to come together and do something. It's just fucking ridiculous.
No, that's just the industry, and at the time when Sid and I broke the story in 2017, 2018, we had a lot of naysayers. They was like, that's not true, nothing's going on. I said, since the title situation in 2015 where Drake didn't get on stage, and because he was originally listed as a partner with Tidal, so he was going to be on stage with the celebrity deathmatch culture, the one that they all looked like they was a part of the Village People. Madonna, the Mouse DJ, J. Cole, Nicki was all up there. Mm-hmm. Actually, he was announced as a partner on the site until the very day that it was released. And then what happened is Drake ends up going with Apple, and that starts the whole iTunes, Spotify, Tidal streaming war. And then Jay-Z's Tidal didn't have the same vested liquid in the market space because let's just be real.
You didn't have the same amount of equity.
Yeah, it didn't have the same amount of equity. You had two things against you. You're black and you're a rapper, okay? So there's a lot of people that, in tech space, I used to read the write-ups all the time. They felt like, why is he even here? Right?
Wow.
So he got that. So there was some truth to where he was talking about there were racism. There was the hints of racism at, right? But then where it is disingenuous across the board, the company, it's not a bunch of black engineers. That was something that was highlighted that black people had a right to highlight because it was like, yo, you talking about?
Pause. So the company he owned, it wasn't a lot of black people working there.
It was a Sweden company.
But he was complaining about people being racist to him.
Being racist. And then remember, this is the era of Black Girl Code, Black Boy Code. The great Prince himself, before he passed away, was promoting coding with black engineers, black behind the scenes tech. This is where black tech, Afro tech comes into the space as well. Mm-hmm. You had also Nipsey Hussle with his Vector 90 project where he was talking about black coding as well. So you had all of these things about black excellence. And then when black people went up under the hood of Tidal, they're like, dog, like these are a lot of foreign whites in here. And people in the industry was trying to cape a little bit. It was like, well, guys, you got to be fair. And what Sid and I said, we said, well, hold on now. You can't preach this Creflo Dollar black prosperity gospel and and they see a bunch of Vikings working for you. You get what I'm saying? So
Vikings is crazy.
Yeah, so I'm just saying, like we were saying, like this is where your black excellence campaign
looking it's a little flaky.
It's looking. That's what they was saying. Like they was calling Jay-Z a grifter, but he actually had a lot of people at the time that was still,
trying to ride for him
because Beyonce get up there with the Malcolm X bullets at the Super Bowl, and they're like, oh yeah, and then he hit them off with past kneeling.
I got a question. So this is also when Nicki came out not too long ago, like in the past year or two. This is the deal that she alluded that Jay-Z stole from her.
She's saying that Jay-Z and or Rock Nation stopped her documentary, and that they cost her $200 million on top of that.
So the $200 million loss wasn't from the streaming deal.
No, I think
it was. She said it was from Tidal.
Okay, so see, so then
you get what I'm saying?
Did everybody get paid, or was just her?
And she was saying that his relationship with Live Nation bullied her, fucked up her tour.
With Future. Now, everybody that was supposedly tied to Tidal as a partner, I think they were paid like $1 to $2 million, I think, to be released out of the situation. But this is just in this era of social media. that this is kind of like a cultural karma thing, and cultural karma is just like how you've dealt with your peers too as well.
No, because it's a network. Unfortunately, you built a network of enemies. That's different, you know.
So a lot of people online that are defending Jay-Z, they keep it. They keep talking in a weird way. Like, you know, you've listened to it. Like, I'm indifferent towards Jay-Z with all of this. It's just, I think overall, nigga, you made a lot of bad plays, right? And you just don't have that real estate that the Altmans and the Musk and the Gates that these people look up to. They want to look up to, because some of these people, like Elon Musk, was able to fuck over countries. You get what I'm saying?
That is true.
Like, bro, you can't even fuck over the next rapper without it really blowing back on you. You get what I'm saying? So I just think there was a lot of bad plays that was made in the process, and now you're seeing him having to try to push back because he said this year we're going on offense. So then they saw him cut the hair. He came outside. It's like it's constant, at least brand update or brand redevelopment is what Jay-Z is going through right now. It's just,
I get you to try, but this is like decades of scandals kind of like all converging at one point, because it's not just that they happen. I think also people getting accessibility to the knowledge of what happened.
Right.
So like if you have people talking about Occupy Wall Street all the way up till now, it's like consolidating. Because to the point, you're consolidating your career through the 25th anniversary of your album, but people are consolidating your scandals. So, do you want to swing over to the Target costume?
Yeah, absolutely.
I didn't talk about the lawsuit yet.
Oh, yeah. Let's start with the lawsuit.
Yeah, that is true. And you said title was always sus. Well, there was some people that been in our chat. They said that it paid more for them than the other ones. And I know for a lot of audiophiles that were into like FLAC audio, and I think might have been Opus and one other format that was real crystal clear. But these audiophiles, the average person, they ain't gonna listen to it. They ain't gonna like, bro, why one song take up 200 megabytes, you know? So they're not going to do that. But the audiophiles, they said they loved Tidal at the time, but it ran the gamut of it just never caught no real traction, and it was kind of hard to market it when you say it's black excellence, and then people, you know, they don't see a black president of the company, they don't see black engineers, so it was going to fall flat as always. A federal judge has dismissed Amy Huffman's 86-page lawsuit against Roc Nation and the other defendants without prejudice. All right. On August 26, U.S. District Judge Lewis Kaplan ruled that Huffman's complaint was simply too long and did not comply with federal requirements that a complaint should contain a short and plain statement in its claim. The complaint contained 546 numbered paragraphs across 86 pages.
Wow.
Judge Kaplan found that the filing was neither short nor plain and dismissed it on the procedural basis. But this is not the end of the lawsuit. Huffman has been given until September 11, 2026 to file an amended complaint. The judge also imposed a new limit. The amended complaint may not exceed 30 pages. So basically, as you guys can see, what was, you know, kind of prognosticated earlier was that, there's, you know, clean exoneration, and the reason why the case in itself was dismissed is because there was no warranted evidence. Now, again, I'm not here to indict Jay-Z and company, but this goes on par to what I was saying earlier about, you know, we're sitting there, we talked about what was going to be coming down the pipeline concerning Jay-Z. And people make enemies not just with rappers, but you've made enemies with powerful executives too. You know, and this is why the MVP in hip-hop will always be the executives. You know, rappers, they get to have their beauty pageants publicly. You know, they get a chance to, you know, wear the gold, win the Grammy, be at the VMAs, get to headline the concerts. But the real MVPs, when it comes to the industries or just industries in general, there will always be CEOs, executives, and then black firms as well. So this situation here, though, has to deal with, it says, just to add on to you all the things that have been compounding, ex-CEO says Roc Nation protected LaMelo Ball's business partners after harassment complaints. So to read further into this, I'm going to put this on the screen so y'all can see it. Matter of fact, hold on here. Let me put this in real quick. Let's go ahead. Because not really the best. That's all I can say. But sending out, we did say that these things were going to be taking place. So let's get into it. And so I'm gonna put her name in the chat so you guys can look her up. Her name is Amy Huffman.
And this is the lawyer.
Yeah, so she's an ex-Roc Nation CEO. Let's see here. Let me put this on the screen. Roc Nation, so y'all can see this. All right, let me go to Inner City Press here. So this will just be very quick. So I'm gonna put this on the screen for y'all. All right, Roc Nation is sued for sexual harassment with desire to maintain NBA LaMelo Ball as client cited. Okay, so South District, New York Courthouse, August 24th, Roc Nation has been sued for discrimination and harassment by Amy Huffman. The lawsuit was filed on August 24th, 2026 in the U.S. District Court for the Southern District of New York, where Inner City Press found it. Huffman alleges that one, Jermaine Jackson, a.k.a. Jermaine Jackson, repeatedly defamed plaintiff falsely and falsely stating that she obtained, I believe this is Drinks Enterprise business through sexual conduct. So Jermaine Jackson, who's tied to Roc Nation, has put out there that she was able to guarantee the enterprise through sexual acts. She says she reported the sexual harassment to Roc Nation, including legal counsel Colin Brown, and its head at M&T's head of M&T, Alex Ingram. There is a theory Jackson maintained a long-standing professional relationship with NBA star LaMelo LaFrance Ball, one of Roc Nation Sports LLC's most valuable athlete relationships. Roc Nation possessed powerful institutional incentives to avoid a direct confrontation with Jackson and, by extension, of LaMelo Ball. So, and they're saying the 86-page complaint. Okay, so this is somebody put it to their Patreon, but this is Inner City Press. I believe you can follow him on Twitter too. He's always on Twitter. I don't know if you guys may have seen him. He's kind of like a scruffy-looking white guy. He's always on Twitter talking about different lawsuits. He's been covering Live Nation extensively every day. You guys know we had our interview with Tommy Dorfman. So what they're saying here is that Roc Nation did not want to confront this individual out of fear of losing LaMelo Ball as a client for Roc Nation. All right.
Wow. Wow. Not shocked, but wow.
So, but again, this is BMO. So for you to this is what we was talking about. Like, this is a part of the bad branding surrounding.
I get you. It's like one thing after the next.
Yes. And
wow.
Oh, they got Roc Nation out here looking like Death Row Records. All right, for the internet, for the millennials.
Well, it do. It sound like where you go to get messed up.
Yo, man, leave the room. You know, because back in the day, like they said, when Death Row used to show up, like they said, people would leave the industry party. Some people would leave. Oh man, Death Row in the bill, man. I gotta go. That's how they acted like with Roc Nation, man. Roc Nation showed up, and then people like, dog, I gotta go.
Kelly Jane says Roc Nation allegedly asked Amy to wait to file her lawsuit after the Super Bowl and the Grammys. She also says that Roc Nation stopped paying her.
Ooh, now hold on now.
Wow.
Yeah, that was another part of it. So you don't, okay. Look, y'all, not trying to be funny, not trying to give advice, but I'm just saying, Be more. Come on now. Like, if somebody comes to you with this, you don't tell them. Well, not only do you tell them, can you wait till after the Super Bowl? Because we really got to get the Super Bowl thing. I think this is the one where Kendrick performed. This goes back to Kendrick Lamar and the Drake situation. But anyway, but then you stop paying them.
Okay, these are multiple. It's illegal not to pay people when they work, because now you're starting to bring in like outside of like the workplace harassment. Then you're not paying people, and then they can sue you for like basically like labor abuse. Like, I don't know why they stopped paying people, hoping like they'll go away, because like they can just go sue you for like unpaid hours.
Yeah, so that's why the judge says she has until September 11th to amend this and then properly have it refiled again. But this is what we was talking about, like the constant having to keep renovating and
I
updating
can see
the
that
brand.
now. No,
Yeah. It's kind of like the house
keep like the floorboards are up, the ceiling is leaking, the windows is. It's actually like those ghetto games where you trying to read something and like it's like this single mother and she's in the like I don't.
Jay-Z's a single mother. Look,
Shout
man.
out to the single parents, but
Hey.
y'all know what I'm talking about when y'all play those games and they
Yes.
like have this woman with a baby and she's in like the cold and then
Oh,
the house
yeah.
is creaking and then
Yeah.
she get kicked out by her husband and he leaves her and like just the most absurd stuff that be on these video games. Like it's like one thing after the next, chill.
Y'all saying, yeah, they said Desiree Perez is Suge Knight. Yo, shouts out to shouts out to Dramatic, man. That was actually funny. Desiree Perez is Suge Knight. Look, man, I'm telling y'all that like Rock Nation is coming across as Death Row Records for the millennials.
Yeah, this is another lawsuit. My God.
But listen, like we talked about, like, look, it's we do what we do. Do you have a situation like 10,000 people in the chat? No, that's not the case, but very important people be listening all the time. And, especially with a series of things Sin and I had stated, and then you're seeing them come to pass, that's why a lot of times we don't sensationalize it. We just tell you what it is. We like, bro, like that. Y'all thinking about just rappers, bro. These people be having billionaires that be tight about them, about something they did or didn't do behind the scenes. And that happens all the time. And it's nothing exclusive to the music industry or the entertainment industry. You see the sleight of hands that happen in politics all the time.
Shout out to also Keith Lee for taking care of the people of Gary, Indiana.
Yeah.
Tell them that was really amazing. He's giving them food and partnering up with different organizations to take care of the people of
Oh, yeah, good. Yes.
I'll send it to you real quick if you
Oh, I got it. I got it right now. Thank you, Sid. Yeah, so let me put
not
this.
in Colombia, but right here in the good old US of A.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Who was it? Was you was saying that told me that Beyonce donated to Colombia?
It was sent. It was not I.
I said, man.
I would not have that information.
I said, bro, that's bad optics. Like, that's really bad. Gary spoke up. Yes, Keith Lee. So shouts out to Keith Lee. Again, very consistent. He's a very consistent guy, him and his family, because, it's a family business. And so shouts out to Keith Lee for doing that for the folks of Gary, Indiana. We talked about it yesterday. You have other people as well, Freddie Gibbs he's been on a run doing what he's doing. So hats off. But yeah, I think Sin told me that about with Beyonce. I was like, man, that's not good, shawty. I mean, we're gonna keep this train moving. But hats off to the people of Gary, Indiana. Hats off to Keith Lee. Keith Lee, from what I've seen, he's been very consistent with his energy as far as his influence.
Yeah, he has been.
Yeah,
I think the most that mostly be kind of scandalous. Sometimes people get mad at the reviews, but also when he gives like tips and then people start like trying to steal it from one another. Like,
what do you mean?
Because it's been like stories where like he'll drop a tip for like.
Oh yeah.
And then people start like instead of splitting it, because sometimes you work.
Oh, that's what happened to the tenderism guy.
Yeah, crazy.
Yeah, Trey the Truth. Okay, yeah. So Trey the Truth is out there. Trey the Truth is always, man. Trey the Truth has always been. He's always traveled. He's traveled to New Orleans, and he always helps out in Houston when there's giant floods and everything. So I'm gonna put Trey the Truth out there too. Let's see here. Yeah, Trader Truth. So yeah, shouts out to Trader Truth, the 713. Shouts out to y'all too, by the way. You know, and especially concerning people of Gary. You know, you still have your situations with like, but it's like we said. It's the structure in America is
It's not that good.
it's
y'all.
not as good as people think it is. You
It's
know?
not that good. Also, America is huge.
Yes.
It is huge. Like, if y'all like driving hours, like in certain parts, like you can, like in the United States, you could drive 12 hours and still be in the same state with some of these larger states. For other countries, you get on a train for 30 minutes, you're in another country. This is a lot of
Real
area.
estate, yeah.
This is why in American history they've had time periods where they went to try to basically subdue the land. So like when they do their whole westward march and manifest destiny, that was to really try to like basically map out infrastructure into the land and make it useful. It's just a whole bunch of land. And even then there's big parts of the United States where Americans do not live. And it's not because it's like beat up. It's just it's a big place. It's huge.
It is. All right, y'all. I'm going to go ahead. We're going to get into this story here with Targets. And again, this is all Ciclio. So you guys know about Target and this funny looking costume that they had, basically. And the one that was initially introduced to the general public was with the little boy that they kind of had him in like a Jim Crow signature position.
Why is it always a little boy?
Well, I mean, you know, not trying to be funny, he used to kill a lot of little black children from that era too.
I see that, but like when it be the most
because you know they put
inappropriate, like this is like 10 years ago with
the monkey,
the H&M monkey thing. Like, why is it always a little boy?
So it's a stupid looking costume because I don't know what the fuck the costume is. I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. You know, I seen.
They do.
Yeah, because
Also,
some people.
like, go ahead.
Oh yeah, well, some people was trying to play, you know, reasonable objectionists, and I said, bro, what is the costume?
What did they say that it was Label Days?
They couldn't tell you. They were just like, well, you know, there's a white kid there. I said, that don't mean nothing, because I still don't know what the costume is on the white kid.
What is the costume
What is
sold
it?
as? Like, what is the costume?
What is it? It's supposed to be a clown? Because I went, because they pulled it down now, but they never say exactly what it is.
The costume is.
Yeah, I'm not. What is this? What is it like? What are they like? Yeah.
Because this, okay, y'all could have.
Can y'all tell me what it is? What is the costume?
I thought
it's like a leprechaun.
Because my first thing isn't to be like thinking about race and stuff like that in the sense of like trying to be racially offensive intentionally. So my thing, I thought this was like an evil Pierrot, which is like a specific type of clown. That's what I thought they were gonna do. But the lips look funny because like, why do we even need all of that? Like, it's the lips for me.
Yeah, because I'm like, what is this? It ain't an evil pumpkin.
No.
Like, so I don't know what it is, and I hearing all these people online trying to debate. I get straight to the point, bro. What the fuck is the costume?
What is the costume?
It look like it do look like the Jim Crow thing to me.
Yeah.
Like the kid hand like that.
Yeah.
It's the hand, the feet,
like,
and also, where's this other white child that they say he had the same costume on?
Well, yeah, let me show you. Yeah, because I mean, you got the top hat.
Y'all, come on.
Like, come on, y'all. Shit, they playing in y'all face. Yeah, that's what I said. What is it? What is the costume? Yeah.
And I have not seen this white child model at all.
Yeah, they, man, the costume ugly. Like, you know, and it. Well, you know why I keep telling y'all understand. You know, if the kid ain't AI too, by the way.
That is true.
If the kid ain't AI, but bless his soul. That's what I said. Got the top hat on.
It's the top hat.
You got the top hat. And ain't no kid got an attention span to keep no hat on their head when they out getting candy like that.
No.
Folk just be making anything up. Shouts out to the crew. That's what I'm saying. Like, I saw people, and I can't. I'm gonna tell y'all something real quick. I hate people who speak slow and try to be precise and think they're intelligent and they don't have no common sense. Okay. I saw one person. They was like, and it was a black man. Guys, first of all, it's too much sensitivity out there, and here clearly it's a costume. It doesn't reek of racism or anything like that. I said, well, what is the costume, smart ass?
So if you're telling me, what is it? Yeah, like then tell me what it is, cause you speaking slow and dumb.
Man, that shit looked like it was created by Gemini. It put they fed all of the racism in there, and they said they put a prompt in, give me some.
Created the costume.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because can you all y'all in the think tank, what is this costume? What is it supposed to be?
I don't know. I hope this is AI. I'm praying that this is not a
No, it's a real costume.
Oh goodness.
It's a real costume. I'm just figuring is the black boy real.
Oh, you trying to see if
It's an AI model because these companies are using AI models now. It's probably AI too.
Yeah, cause I just think this was distasteful, and I also think this was malicious and intentional. So moving on.
That's Target's get back.
Yeah. Well.
I mean, y'all going broker. What does it get back?
Yeah. I mean, all it's going to do is just drive it further down. All right. A scarecrow.
Yeah, but okay.
A Jim Crow.
He said, y'all sensitive. It's the Black Panther.
Yeah. Yeah, because when I saw it, I said, well, I don't know what this is supposed to be.
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
Because most of the scarecrows, do they have teeth?
No, but they do like the smiley face with the
smiley.
stitches on the mouth like
yeah,
that.
like Scarecrow from Batman.
I thought it was a Perot clown, like a evil Perot. That's what I thought. It's a specific type of clown.
Target ain't that intelligent though.
No, they're not.
No, it's some dumb people that run Target.
I feel this was witchcraft.
I
I think they was trying to
it's
soul trap black children.
it's always a black child. Y'all pray for the children.
Yeah. All right. So either way, it ain't good for Target, right? So they catching more L's, and they had the new lady come out, and she had to issue an apology first day on the job. Damn.
This is the after they fired the other guy.
Yes. Target issues an apology, and it was like, we got this wrong. I said, what did you get wrong?
I think we got intentionality because at this point, girl, let's hang it up.
Also, Target admitted it was racist.
Yeah, they did. They did issue an apology, and they said, they said Target's renewed backlash.
You know what? This gave me an idea. I'm gonna look up something because I actually it just triggered an idea. I can't tell y'all what it is on the air, but I'm about to go look up something really quickly.
Yeah, here we go. Yeah, it's definitely a damn minstrel show to me personally.
It does look like that.
All right, so Target faces renewed backlash for Halloween costume with minstrel show features. All right, here, retailer Target pulled a children's Halloween costume from the shelves Monday after widespread social media backlash, apologizing for selling a garment critics said evoked racist minstrel caricatures. Critics say the costume, along with its promotional image of a black child modeling the getup, is reminiscent of character from Jim Crow era minstrel shows that embedded stereotypes, I will say, into popular culture and help justify discrimination and segregation. All right, so I'm going to pull this up so you guys can see. It's worse than racism. It's Jim Crowism. All right, let's go here.
Jerry's right. They're doing this for free publicity.
They are.
That ain't gonna help them.
This isn't.
But companies do crash out like that.
They do.
They do crash out. Hey y'all, I told y'all gotta watch the execs. Y'all always gotta watch the execs and the CEOs. All right, here we go. All right, so
Mike said Target stinks.
yeah.
Dom says, watch the sales spike up just like American Eagle with the jean scandals. And guess what, Doms? It crashed after that. So after all those people who's being racist hillbillies and being malicious, bought them jeans, it was not sustainable after that.
Then they had mixed models in the next commercials.
Yes, because they did all this racist stuff and everybody was like, I'm out, leave me alone. And we did not go good after that. So if this is intentional, which I personally think it is, it's not going to go that well.
Yeah. Well, I'll just tell you this, it's up. It's right now. It's already out there. It says them ninjas love playing in our faces. Whatever it is, it's very distasteful. Fuck Target. Stop with the fake apologies. Walmart next, please.
Why are they using children as a sacrifice?
That's what I'm saying. Like, why is always a little child?
Well, I mean, it could be a ritual too.
That is giving that.
Ritual.
Moon don't like. She feel like the racism. It's okay.
All right,
It's
Mo.
okay.
We know
it's upsetting her.
We know your ancestors survived cat crow. Okay, we know that.
He survived. Okay, no, there was one time in history where cats were looked at as
Cats were
demonic.
They were.
segregated.
No, they were.
Yeah, at one point
Especially
in
the
time.
black cats.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Okay, honey. You don't like that?
it says y'all do not buy from Target. Debo's, do you work for Target? Man, you so tight about Target in the chat.
What?
Yeah, he been cutting up in the chat. He said, what did he say? He said, y'all do not buy from Target. No damn more fuck Target apology.
I think they.
Oh, okay, all right, Debo.
Say don't buy this stuff.
Oh, you said don't buy it, or you said
Eat your,
no? Because he was saying I didn't know if he was saying people were slow.
No, he was
No.
Oh, okay,
I
I'll
think he
leave
was
it
just so mad. The sentence was just chopped up like that.
Okay, then I'll
Yeah.
leave you. I'll leave it alone. He says I don't shop at Target. You ladies do not buy from Target. I don't know what he's saying.
He said don't
Buy from Target.
Okay, he's some of the women don't buy from Target.
I don't shop at Target if that helps.
I don't think Target's is really. I mean, the only time I seen it on the black space was when what's her name, Tabitha Brown.
Yes.
Yeah, that was
So no, there is a lot of popular black people's
Yeah.
properties at Target, and I think the problem is getting accessibility to those products and also limitations of where people can get to stuff. But no, I don't shop at Target. So
See, yeah, they try to play in that black kid's face.
And
Come on.
They're trying to play in that AI kid's face.
they did. That's
I think
just
this a
terrible.
ritual. I think it's a ritual.
Real kid.
Yeah, I think this is a ritual. I think every so often they find some dark skinned little black boy and they put
That's
a
what I
monkey.
said, and it's always a little black boy too.
Yeah, they put a
When I
monkey
say
on him.
A dark skinned little black boy at that.
Y'all better be careful with y'all kids.
Yeah,
With these advertisements.
because if that's a real kid, then he gonna need therapy. Oh, I don't know, Sin. I'm just telling you. I have no idea, love. People be lying. Let's see. Let's see here. Remember, let me see something here.
I guess it's people probably gonna go to Amazon, Walmart, them little Halloween pop up shops, Party City. Y'all might gotta go over there.
Angela Yee in the chat.
Well, was she in the chat? I don't know. Y'all might be joking, but yeah, remember? Yeah, they had the what was it? The little. They had the monkey. Oh yeah, the coolest
Coolest monkey in the jungle.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, sometimes, because we spoke with a designer and they were saying that sometimes when you see things like this, they're trying to, quote unquote, dump a black demo.
Yeah.
You know, I don't think Target has that real estate.
I think the demo already been dumped.
Yeah.
So
And Target, I keep telling folks, like, Target have been messing up. Even when people was like, that were pro Jay-Z, you know, they were like, well, you know, the boycott didn't have an effect. And then I said, for even before all of this Jay-Z shit, for about 7 to 10 years, Target has been on an incline, and they've been and they have been struggling.
Until they disrespected black people.
Yeah,
I can see that. Also, Target is usually more expensive than its competitors. So, like, no offense, like, what incentive are you giving for people to shop with you? Spending more money in this little raggedy economy, Jim Crow costumes. Like, what are we doing? Like, why would I spend more for that?
yeah. So yeah, they had to, what they say?
Said poor Moon hate this costume.
But yeah, you know, so you know, they trying to make apologies right now, and I get what some people are thinking, but I'm telling you, Target's not in no position. Just like when the American Eagle?
Yeah.
Yeah, when they came out with the Sydney thing, I said, well, they're going to be having to spin the block because she can't move no units. And the people online that are clapping for her in the ad and they're part of the Culture Awards, they don't buy anything.
And they didn't even buy her movies. So, like, after she did all of that, they said her next 3 movies was flopping. They were just flopping. That's why I said, like, I'm going to be honest. And I was listening to one interview from a lady. And she was like, basically like an older school like CEO or like head of these companies, and she said, I don't know why they're talking about all this DEI. We made the most money. We're taking everybody's money. You know, everybody can spend their money.
Traditionally, that's how it works in capitalism in America.
Yeah, she said, we did not make. She said, I don't know what they're talking about. Like, you actually gonna lose money.
Yes,
doing all of this,
doing segregation.
Yeah, she said we make the most money by we got something for. Oh, you gay? We got that. Well, what you got? You black? We got that. Like, we made the most money, and this was not a black woman saying this. She was like, I don't know what they're talking about. We just talking about just making bread. I don't know what y'all doing.
Well, that's why a lot of times I always tell you guys, like, whenever you see white people go in this stink, when you see them pop up, always look for the profit margin to drop.
Yeah. Always,
when they be like, for a Marvel film, what we need to put what the white people think, and then we gotta get young white boys. Always watch the profits drop. Okay, they always drop. I'm telling you, they always drop. Imagine McDonald's, and McDonald's actually is having issues because of the tracking pattern of people today, because now people are saying they're not going to fast food restaurants as much because they're saying it's a little bit too expensive for them right now. But imagine them playing that game, and that's why I say I was telling you guys, like, there's a lot of slow executives that are running these companies that they go hang with the Joe Rogan crew behind the scenes. They go smoke weed or hang out with Nick Fuentes and all them, and they get inspired, and then they bring that bullshit back to their company, and they start implementing measures, and then their shareholders are like, why are our profit margins dropping? Because you're bringing your backdoor asset philosophy, and you're bringing it to business, and you're like, well, we're gonna go out of our way to highlight removing black characters or whatever the case may be, and then your profit margins drop.
But think about the psychology of it. It's a horror costume. The horror being Jim Crow, a minstrel. So they put a black kid in a historical, offensive, horrific time period that would be a horror.
I told you it's a ritual.
So it is a ritual.
It's a ritual.
So again,
they trying to let y'all know something. Get ready.
And then they had a black woman come out to be like, "Oh, we dropped the ball." Okay, y'all, come on now.
No, then y'all hit the target. That's what y'all asses did. I'm telling you, that's a ritual.
It is.
That's a ritual. Y'all better protect them kids, because they trying to send a message, man. Y'all gotta send some dark, nasty, certified lovers running these companies. All right, and they're stupid too. So that's why, again, they should tell you how much. Now, here's the thing: you do have crooked businessmen and women. They're going to be like a part of the shareholders. They're like, I'm in to make money. We don't care. I don't support. They may say, I don't even like black people. But we're going to sell.
Yeah,
I don't support homosexuality, but I'm going to sell
their products. Yeah.
They keep their shit in the background,
also, don't talk
right?
about Walmart is trying to sabotage Target as well.
Wow, how so though?
This is self-inflicted.
No, but people could take opportunities. I want to know what she mean by that. That's an
what do you mean though?
You know they're going to do. They should take advantage of it. So what you have though is but you get these execs, these CEOs, they're coming in like their mindset is literally almost at times no different than a celebrity.
Yeah.
Right? And so they come in and they're like, well, this is what we're going to do. And remember, I was telling you, I said the previous CEO would not shut up about how happy he was all of this DEI shit was going away, and his face was everywhere.
ritual or premonition.
Yeah, I think it's a little bit of both. Shouts out to you, Victory Stats. Thank you, Sam. Too, by the way. Yeah, man. Okay. Two-Face Tom says, when Princess get ready, that just made me remember the CW theme song. Get ready, cause here we come. Yeah.
This actually reminded me of Harley Quinn animated series.
Yeah. Go ahead.
There's a season. This is very late into the season where this woman, she's kind of like a female Jeff Bezos, right?
Okay.
Now, she was running with the Legion of Doom Negroes until they talked about destroying the earth. Then she switched. She said, listen, y'all about to tear my customer base up. I'm out of here.
Yeah.
She said, we need to do whatever we need to do to stop these people. And I bust out laughing. She said, no, my bottom line is period. Like, I'm like, she literally because she was like, look, I'm not going to lie. I use prison labor for my Amazon shipping. I bust out laughing, basically, because it's like a play on Amazon. But she said, "What I'm not about to do is have y'all destroy my customer base." So the only reason why she saved Earth was because she needed that bread. That's why I said, like, y'all are really crazy.
Well, yeah, because you find out you have people that they're just money chasing degenerates, and then that's where they stop at, right? But then you got people like it's their philosophy of like race hierarchy
will make you broke.
Yeah, and then so that's when you start seeing people like that's why they say, "Yo, you got to step down. We like you messing up our bag,
money,
right?"
Yeah.
But that's where you're getting this split where you're seeing them intentionally doing these things specifically with black folks, because you do have people that are in these positions that they have like this race hierarchy theory, but they always want to let black people know that we either coming for you, we don't like you, we want you gone, right?
Yeah, and I'm gonna be honest. Like, if we just talk about Halloween in general, it's where we are with branding and marketing. Halloween is relatively new. I'm dead serious, y'all. Like, traditionally, people would make their costumes at home. They get secondhand costumes. People would sew their own costumes. I'm gonna be honest. It's not that serious for me to spend $30 on an ugly ass racist costume. Like, I literally can we just make it at home. Like, it's not that serious. Like, for me, like, we'll figure it out.
Oh yes, no, and also Dramatic says here you got white racist restaurant servers allegedly spitting in black folks' foods, and okay, well, thank you, Sid. Yeah, thank you.
Black people are sending a message of be careful with white restaurants. They're laughing about spitting in black people's food.
Yeah, well, y'all laughed at me yesterday. I said, "Hey,
I don't
y'all
eat
can make it."
everybody's
I said,
food.
"Y'all can make it." I said, "I just can't trust the energy."
Let's keep it a buck, Prince. They're not talking about the exoticals. They're talking about white bread Americans, Americana white bread American restaurants spitting in people's food.
The exoticals getting deported for being racist too.
No, but we're not.
Vote Donald Trump.
I'm not talking about just racist. I'm talking about spitting in black people's food. Those restaurants.
Well, I think what you're talking about, like franchises too. That would include that.
Yeah.
So that's why, even with that, I'm like, nah, I'm good. I just don't. The climate is too strange right now, and people are feeling like they're feeling these like these kind of orgasmic energy with coming after black people. Yeah, no, it's a true thing. So shouts out to you, Dramatic, as well. Y'all should definitely just be careful, monitor, the engagements, because there's a philosophy that's been highlighted once again that was already permeating. And humans only do what they feel they can get away with a lot of times.
Dom said, hell no, people should go to jail for that. Funny enough, food tampering in the United States of America is a felony, not a misdemeanor. That means this is like long periodically time. Yeah. It's like hard time. So yeah, if you catch someone doing weird food tampering, you will go to jail. It's a felony. You cannot food tamper.
It's disgusting witchcraft too. Also, you guys recall, if you read some tales by like retired Italian mafias, anytime when they owned a restaurant, and sometimes cops would come in on their shifts, they would always spit in the cops' food, and sometimes cops didn't even know it was owned by
an Italian person,
by the Italian mafia individual. And so they would do that. Sometimes they'd make it a point, if a cop walks in here, spit in a fucking sandwich.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a pretty dirty game, as usual. But yeah, I have seen some people try to clout chase behind the Target thing, but like I said, Target is really bleeding. It's hemorrhaging. And it's funny y'all bring up Walmart, because where Target actually twisted their ankle is when they tried to directly compete with Walmart, and they didn't have the same level of department real estate to compete in the shipment market of it as well. So they tried to, because they actually was doing really good 10 plus years ago, and then they tried to directly say Walmart is our competition.
400 Village Brothers said 400 plus thousand people was in the group chat of spitting in black people's food.
Jesus Christ. What?
This like they found that big group chat about the men teaching other men how to sexually assault people. I'm dead serious, y'all. There was a whole group chat. It was nasty work.
Oh, this is nasty ass Texas Roadhouse. Nah, that's a hard pass for me.
See, I told you the type of food restaurant was.
Be quiet unless you're gonna get on the mic. So that's enough. I don't care what you tell me. Tell me on the
Like,
mic.
are you off
yeah,
or not?
Yeah. I don't care what you tell me. Tell me on the mic.
Nah, you see, I told her because he was trying to, because he's a Scorpio.
What?
So he was trying to connect it back to that conversation when
what
we was talking
conversation?
about exotic restaurants.
Ain't got nothing to do with that.
I told you it was white breaded Americans, Americana white breaded
Sin
Americans.
gotta work in the studio.
That was spitting in people's food.
You can't just be sitting in the studio. You got to get on the mic. You know how they be having random niggas hanging in the studio? Bro, what are they rapping? Get him out the studio.
Ew.
All right? Nah, I don't fuck with Texas Roadhouse for nothing.
No, Texas Roadhouse is disgusting. I remember one time
Shit
years
nasty.
ago we went there and we found hair in our food.
Yeah, Texas Roadhouse
It's
is
gross.
garbage.
It's disgusting.
That's another one that need to go bankrupt. I don't even know why they around.
John said, "What the Scorpio got to do with fits?"
That's what I said. I have to. I'm like, yo, no, I think we can just try to cook in today. Like, let's just cook in. But nah, I'm not surprised. Texas Roadhouse breaks silence on viral racism, food tampering claims.
Yeah, that's bad. Somebody, if they want to, people can do like a lawsuit against the franchise for food tampering. That's a felony.
The company said it hired a third-party firm to investigate where the claims originate from. Texas Roadhouse, that's actually going to drive their... Y'all got to understand, this is going to be good for dumbasses in America that think I can be racist and I can get money from everybody. All right? And you can be racist and hold that shit in and just do your business shit. But when you like, I'm going to also make it a part of our brand because fuck the blacks. All right, fuck the green too. Fuck the money. All right, because the money definitely going to fly. And I'm going to tell you something. I didn't see it firsthand. When people are behind you, they might have bullshit with you at the bar like, yeah, man, what's up with the blacks? But if you bring it to the company and they start losing money, they be like, bro, you got to go. So they've made this a part of their brand, and y'all pay attention. I give them 3 months.
And it's not just them. It's that Cracker Barrel, like what they said. Anything that's like white bread, white middle America type of restaurants, yeah, they spinning your food. I remember one time, I was in Iowa one time traveling. I didn't live there, and we stopped at a restaurant, and these were all these crackers like playing Lil Wayne in the car and stuff. In the restaurant, before I could
What's
even...
Lil Wayne's favorite type of people, though?
Before I could even bite into the sandwich, I said, son said, let me look. It was a big shard of glass. And I said, I'm not eating from this restaurant. I'm not eating from this restaurant.
You should have fell on the floor and did a lawsuit.
That's actually good for a lawsuit.
Yeah, that's a lawsuit sin.
And then they find out food tampering, somebody's going to jail for a very long time.
I love it. Because I can't stand Texas Roadhouse. I can't stand
Have you ever ate that before?
No, somebody was trying to take me there. I remember walking in, and I didn't like the atmosphere.
Yeah,
and so
actually,
I left.
Cracker Barrel trying to de-racify child. They done got rid of everything. So I don't know.
They
This
even
is a
got rid
weird
of-
timeline.
So they said, listen to them. Completely unfounded. But Texas Roadhouse vows to investigate. How's it completely unfounded and you
Also,
haven't investigated?
How are you investigating yourself?
They said it's going to be a third party.
Yeah, all right.
People ain't going to believe it because Texas is in the title. All right, let's just keep it real. Texas Roadhouse. And I'm going to be real with you. I've been to Texas Roadhouse 1 or 2 times. I didn't eat there, though. And twice they happened like years apart. It was one of those situations where you're looking at the restaurants in the area, and then you're going to say, let me go over here. I went in there, I turned back around and walked out, right? But Texas Roadhouse has its problems. You know, it has its problems and then a lot of times they be trying to stunt, like, especially if you're in Texas, like they try to stunt like they Papa Do's or something.
They probably, and also like that people, first of all, saliva.
Yuck. I'm not even going to get into why.
Hit them with the.
Yuck. Like, listen, bacteria spit carry a lot of bacteria. Also, I'm gonna be honest, that's witchcraft.
Yeah, that's what I said,
Y'all
it's
y'all
bad
know it or
witchcraft.
not, when people be trying to do that spit, yuck.
Yeah, it is. That's why I said it's very nasty. Ku Klux Klansman witchcraft, but no, good for Texas Roadhouse. I'm gonna give them a round of applause. I'm saying good for them trending. I love it. Bye. I love it. Now that's another thing too. A lot of these old racists, they think these things are gonna be helping them, but it don't. You know, because how y'all gonna pay y'all bills? You know, that's why I keep saying I believe that type of extreme rampant racism. I've always felt it was always tied to low intelligence. It does not compute. You know, you cut your arm off, you about to fall off a cliff, and you like, why can't I catch anything? You cut your arms off.
Exactly.
And yeah, so then they got to go through this. It's almost like, if y'all think about like when they have these racist execs in these companies, I actually feel some of these people, they on some BDSM shit. Because they go through this like, I'm dominating the blacks, and then black people like, bro, you can fall on your face, the money drop, they come back outside, I'm sorry, and they keep doing this.
This is when people get into compulsive bad behavior.
Yeah.
Roddy says, yes, food tampering is a federal crime under 18 U.S. Code 1365, which prohibits tampering with consumer products that could endanger public safety. Penalties can include significant prison time, and that's what I'm saying, because this is also a public safety risk at this point. That's why all the people was trying to be cute and like lick stuff during COVID, and they started doing hard
They
time
started getting arrested
because it's a public safety crime. You are endangering the public.
Biohazard.
Also, people can also, with the COVID thing, they could get you on a charge of terrorism. Because you are in, like, basically you're alluding that you're going to contaminate a product with a global pandemic disease. There's all this stuff is going on and you're spitting and stuff. Okay, terrorism. How about that? And you can figure out what you're going to do with that. Because I can say you're publicly terrorizing the public and trying to spread this disease. Who do you work for? Like, and people starting to build up and ask these type of questions. And you're like, well, I'm just an idiot who's spitting something. I don't work for anybody.
It's like that one girl, she was going around licking ice cream, and they were supporting her online,
and her dumb butt went to jail when she started crying. I said, I don't feel bad for you, ma'am.
Yeah,
like,
so
come on now.
Texas Roadhouse faces social media backlash over viral allegation. Listen, y'all, I'm gonna be honest, I've seen it. There are some trash restaurants you can walk in and you can walk out, you know, and people, you know, bro, you don't have to sit down. Like, you walk in the Cracker Barrel, you see the energy, you walk right back out. Like, I'm all right, you know. And I do that all the time. That's been something I learned as a kid from watching my mother do it. She's like, oh, babe, we can go. We don't need to place no order. We don't need to, and, you know, and if somebody irritates me, I'll cancel an order right there. I'm out. I'm out.
Then you gonna start getting commercials. Do you think Texas Roadhouse spit in your food? Please call the number of like, you know, like, I'm just saying, like, gross.
So I think it's on point. Again, there are some companies that try to lean into it. I remember Dunkin' Donuts when they came out and they was talking about my donuts and my genetics. And they made a hard pivot, you know, when Trump got into office. So they was like, oh, we're going to get in on this cachet of popular white racist male influence. Yeah, trendy racism. And this whole traditional wife culture. And then once they started seeing their numbers drop, then they was coming out and they was like issuing apologies, and they was like, oh, we got some biracial models in our new videos, and we got some black people eating donuts and all this other type of stuff. So they go through it because you got to remember, these companies really don't have an identity. They try to go with what they think is trendable and selling at the time.
Also, Samuel Monroe Jr. passed away. Josh sent this to us on X. He was in, and also Say Cheese reported on it. He was in Menace to Society. Set it off.
I know
and
who
Tales
he is.
from the Hood.
Oh man, see, B-Mo, remember I was telling you yesterday? I said, you know, certain black folks that trend in black people's communities, like,
it's different.
It's inward. It's like, yeah. Y'all remember Old Boy? To me, he always looked like. That's why I used to feel like the game was mimicking at times some of his energy. Y'all remember? Yeah,
I actually can see that now.
Yeah.
That's really funny.
Yeah. Y'all remember when he went and shot Kane at the end of because they always talk about the red hoodie boy, the blood that shot Ricky at the end of Boys in the Hood. But Homeboy here, he always played a vicious villain, you know. So I do know he had. Yeah, y'all remember him? He was like, just to give you in Menace to Society, he said, "Say, partner, you know such and such," and then Kane ended up stamping him out because he actually, technically, to be fair to him, his character in Menace to Society, I believe he was Homegirl's brother. Kane allegedly got the girl pregnant, and he said that, you know, I didn't get you pregnant because my Jimmy was on extra tight. Homeboy came up to press about it, and then he gets stumped out by Kane and Old Dog. Then he comes back and shoots him at the end. So, but that nigga, I always felt parts of him reminded me of the game. But anyway, I do know that he was struggling. Samuel Monroe Jr. Actually, personality outside of his characters was kind of like the opposite. He was a very like kind of a bubbly guy, because I saw an interview with him one time, and I was like, man, you the complete opposite.
Yeah, they just going
Nigga,
off.
Your characters were villains. All right, but that's most unfortunate. He actually had more range than what they gave him credit for, too. By the way, so hats off to that. I do know earlier this year he had a situation, and then his family said he was making a recovery, and they were saying thank you for the prayers, and then I think yesterday they had announced his passing. So but he's actually in a lot of classic black films.
Yeah, it's a lot of people who recently died within like these last year or the last couple months where they look like they're recovering and then they relapse.
Oh yeah, you
so
right
like
about
him,
that.
Dolly Parton,
yes,
Bonnie lady who did Total Eclipse of the Heart.
Oh, Bonnie Tyler.
Yeah, she was making a recovery and then it just did not go well.
You're right about that. Yeah.
And so it's been quite a few people who like they've been just the health been up and down.
Yeah, rest in peace to him, man. Definitely. But a lot of classics, a lot of also one of the pioneer spaces, especially hood horrors too. So you got to give him credit on that one. Players Club, yes, Play the Demon. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is where we're going to be capping it off right now. Yeah, he did pass away. I know some of y'all were confused because some of y'all said I thought he made a recovery because they actually posted on Instagram. They showed the pictures and everything. They actually showed video. So no, like Sin has updated. It was announced yesterday, I believe, late last night that he had passed away. So most unfortunate about that. Ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate you guys so much. We talked about Ali G, washed up. Jay-Z still having to try to hold it together. He on the Titanic, shouty. You got to hold it together. Target still fucking up. Target still fucking up. Tomorrow, Sin and B-More will be live on the Esoteric Tier, 6:15 p.m. Did you want to make the posting of what your topics are going to be?
I'm gonna be honest, y'all. I do not have a topic, but we will figure it out. Most of the time, y'all ask for stuff to talk about. Like we talked about Goetia.
Yes,
We last week we talked about how Professor Xavier was ass, and then we also
that was a
talked
funny
about,
conversation.
Yeah, Captain America is an evil hypocrite.
Yeah. Do y'all have any questions that y'all would like to throw at them too?
One of the topics we will be talking about on Friday is how mysticism and science is fused together. Like with Dr. Doom and things like that. But we'll also be talking about how you have to be careful with media and MK Ultra signaling. And also sometimes how they actually are using rituals in certain movies, like what they did with Polka Dice, where they were really using real human dead corpse that the actors and actresses didn't know was actually being used. So we'll talk about, that as well. And anything else y'all want us to talk about, some of y'all want us to, go into the charts of like politicians and stuff like that. And we'll do that as well. So just let us know what other topics y'all want us to fuse in with Friday's show.
Also, one other thing that we didn't get a chance to get to that I'll just say briefly here is Viola Davis has come out to speak against Target's too. So Viola Davis says she rejects Target's apology over racist Halloween costume. I'm just going to put this up here real briefly. Actress Viola Davis has rejected Target's apology after the retail giant was selling a Halloween costume accused of echoing racist imagery. On Tuesday, August 25th, the 61-year-old star turned to Instagram and publicly condemned Target and for offering a Halloween costume that seemed to evoke historical blackface. Let me see here what she says. She says, featured in label, kids glow under blacklight circus clown Halloween costume bodysuit from Hyde. And let me just see something here real quick. Yeah, well, I just wanted to let y'all know that Viola Davis came outside and she has said fuck that apology. So, like I told y'all, I mean, people keep joking. I said, bro, it's going to be up for Target. They're going to have a hard time on this one. Again, they were already struggling. But anyway, now they sinking. All right, ladies and gentlemen. B-More, did you have anything else you want to say on this?
No, I wonder if that last CEO did his big one with this mess and left. And left it with that lady, that black lady. I said, woo! Because the CEOs do be competing with each other when they come in. So I said, baby, I think he did that big one on you. And
that's why
did.
Cartoon Network's so fucked up. Because
I know.
Anytime there was a successful run of a block schedule, the next CEO would tear it up, and so I can put mine down. It's kind of like the Egyptians with the pharaohs.
Don't get me started on Cartoon Network. I got a whole list of complaints on that one.
We could probably save it for. We could do something about that on Patreon.
Sure.
Too, by the way. So we'll have something about that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we love you guys so much. We hope you guys at least enjoyed your morning. You guys be safe out there as well. It's a blessed day. And we are out. Peace.
Bye, y'all.
Thought Crimes. Thought Crimes.
Because I'm happy, and I sing because I'm free. His eye is on the sparrow.
Oh my God, what's this? Elvie?
And I sing happy, and I sing happy, and I sing happy, and I sing.
We are all the same. We are all the same. More group
Coming through your airwaves. All right, now I'm here to kick the ballistics. Check out Thought Crimes. Are you following me? Coming through your airwaves. Coming through your airways. You ain't gonna get me with that one.